This is Lake Ontario, one of the 5 Great Lakes of North America, and provides a wonderful backdrop to the latest stop on the IFSC Climbing World Cup circuit. We are in Hamilton, which is roughly 30 minutes away from Toronto in that direction and 30 minutes away from one of the natural wonders of the world, Niagara Falls, in that direction. You may not have heard of Hamilton, but if you've heard of the movies X-Men and Incredible Hulk, they were filmed in this great city. But the big blockbuster that everyone's come to see this time around is 70 of climbing's leading athletes, as they've come here in search of Bouldering World Cup glory. Welcome to this IFSC Bouldering World Cup here in Hamilton, near Toronto, Canada. And it's a very good morning from me, Johnny Brown. Welcome back to the Gravity Climbing Gym here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Yesterday in qualifiers was dominated by one story. Sean McCall on his home turf, flashing all 5 problems in qualifiers to send the roof off this gym. It was a superb effort, so much so I ran out of superlatives to describe it. It was amazing to see. He will go out at number 20 in this semi-final, but there are 20 men and 20 women all vying for 6 places in this evening's final. Welcome to finals day, and this is how they line up, and it is ladies first. Megan Martin from the USA will go out number 1, then Sierra Blair Coyle, also of America, Aya Onai of Japan, Elise Sethner, Stacey Weldon, Monica Ricci, then Leah Crane, Tiffany Melius of Australia, who was very emotional when she realised she got to the semis yesterday, Kelly Briggs from Canada likewise. The next 9, Julianne Verne, the latest winner out in Innsbruck, she'll go out at number 10, Katerina Zervine, Melanie Sando, Mina Leslie Wujastic, Vida Zozestra, great climb from her yesterday to get into this semi-final. Momoka Oda, Anna Storr, 4 out of 5 in World Cups this year. Shauna Coxey still looking for that maiden victory, and Alex Puccio for here from the USA. And the final 2, Melissa de Neve of France and Akeo Noguchi of Japan will wrap up the women's semi-final. And this is how the gentlemen line up. Miles Adamson from Canada will go at number 1. Expect a big cheer from him. Anthony Johansson, great climb from him late in the day yesterday to get through. Stefan Scarpati of Italy. Jonas Baumann, a bit nervous earlier, but he's glad to get through, as is Lucas Enemosa. Mauricio Herzer of Mexico's here. Masatoshi Sugita, Thomas Callion of France, and Jan Hoyer will be delighted he's going out number 9 in these warm conditions here in Toronto. Jeremy Bondaire of France, Tuzuku Hori of Japan, Clement Beckham, Jakob Schubert, very happy with his performance yesterday. Rustam Galmanov, been off colour recent time. Let's see how he got in this semi-final. Gigi Monde as well. Jonas Kruder, Slovenia, great climb from him yesterday, as was Kilian Verschuber and Jörg Verhoeven. And the final 2 to go out, Rei Sugimoto of Japan, and the magic man, Sean McCall, yesterday, who took the roof off this climbing gym. He'll go out last, and expect the noise to be deafening. So then we are about minutes away. I'm delighted to have a climber as my analyst here to talk me through these semi-finals. John Partridge from Great Britain. John, a very good morning to you. Great to see you as always. First of all, these semi-finals, we're expecting them to be electric.
Yeah, this place is incredible. The raised seating puts you right up next to the roof, and it's just echoing around. They put on such a great show yesterday. There seems like there's even more crowd in today, so I think it'll be a fantastic event.
Absolutely. We're moments away from the first climbers to go out, which will be Miles Adamson from Canada and Megan Martin of the USA. What are your expectations for these semi-finals? What are you expecting? You've had a glance at the routes, no doubt. Where is the difficulty going to lie?
I think obviously conditions is going to play a key role for me. Yesterday I really struggled with it. I think those people that adapt to the conditions quickly are obviously going to have a better time. I think you know, the stronger guys are coming out later today, but I also think the guys coming out early with the depth of the field today, the fresh holds, there's a bit, it's only going to get hotter throughout the day, so I think those guys coming out early, they're going to have a real advantage today, I think.
Well, give me a prediction. We've got the start list in front of us here as the both climbers are about to come out. This is Miles Adamson, by the way. That is the big cheer you can hear for him. Quick glance at the start list in front of us here, John. Of the early climbers, of the first 10, who do you think will make a big impact?
My good friend Anton Johansson from Finland, I'm really hopeful that he'll have a good round today. Stefan Skaperi, he's been climbing very well. He's made the last 2 semi-finals, I think, so he's always very strong. Looking at the routes as well, there's quite a few crimpers up there. I've seen him pulling quite hard. But really, when you look at this list, you know, this is a really fantastic depth of international field. You know, everybody on that list. I mean, I'm looking down here, there's finalists throughout the whole 20, so I think it's going to be really difficult to put a fix on who's going to win today.
Canadians will top and tail the men's race. Miles Adamson and then Sean McCall will go out at 20, so you can expect this crowd will be on form as they were yesterday for the qualifiers. I've never heard a cheer like it for a qualifying of any competition, never mind climbing. This crowd set the roof off. I'm expecting more of the same for these semi-finals.
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, it hit me like a brick wall coming out yesterday. The atmosphere is electric, and it's completely different to every other competition I've done out in Europe. You know, qualifications tend to be quite a tame affair with people very quiet, but this is the complete opposite. It is electric.
You can see on your screen here, John, are the 2 routes, the men's and the women's there. How would you tackle them, first of all?
Well, I think block 1 for the men in particular, it's a pretty standard affair. You've got to trust the feet, be confident, get pressed up and get across. I think Miles is having a good go now. He's getting the right idea. Yeah, he's in the groove. And yeah, he's going to grab this crimp, hopefully, secure the bonus zone. Unfortunate, and then yeah, press it up on the bad feet. Real theme of this competition seems to be bad feet, I think, and that's compounding the issue with the temperature, because it forces you to control the moves in your hands more, and of course they're slipping around. So it's a good job by the route setters.
Great start there from Megan Martin, you just saw. She will be absolutely delighted with that start. When you go into any semi-final, John, or any qualifier, as soon as you get that first problem under your belt and it's done, it just builds confidence, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Confidence is the key to it, and I think we talk about the snowball effect. So, you know, if you have a good run in qualifiers, you come out. If you have the good first block on the semi-finals, you know, you're instantly you're at that edge and you're fighting and you're battling. So I think yeah, good block 1. This unfortunately is a tricky little number. So I think a lot of guys have struggled with this today.
Is this the type of start you look at it when you get on the mat? You think, oh no, this is not what I want to see as number 1.
I think coming off the back of the qualifiers, we had this exact same wall, so I think they'll be relaxed knowing what they've got to do. But yeah, really, I think it's just about confidence in the feet and really just yeah, moving quickly and securing that bonus.
Just to remind you, of course, if you're on Twitter, get in touch, hashtag IFSCWC. If you've got some questions for John to ask as well, by all means, fire them in, and we'll happily send them out on air. And also, if you are on Facebook, as many around the world are, as Miles Adamson finds the bonus hold, and this crowd are beginning to take the roof off. Also, if you're on Facebook, facebook.com/sportclimbing, please do get in touch. What does Miles need to do here, John?
He's got to get up on that bad foothold now, press off the wall, get up onto those crimpers and really be confident with it. He's got a minute left on the clock, so really this is his best shot, I think. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, unfortunate. I think he had the right idea, but really that foothold is bad. We had a very similar thing yesterday, so get the weight on the feet and pull hard.
Less than 60 seconds to go here for Miles Adamson from Canada, number 1. To go out, just to remind you, some of the big names that we've even got times when they're going to go out as well. Looking at the men here, Jan Hoyer of Germany, he'll go out around 11:40 here local time, 35 minutes from now. Jakob Schubert at midday, Rostam Galmanov 12:05, Kilian Verschuber 12:20, Sean McCall 12:35 of the men. Just giving you a couple of names for the women. Anna Storr 12:15, Julianne Verme 11:45, Kelly Briggs from Canada, she did very well yesterday, 11:40 she'll go out. Just Miles, Sonia yet so far, decent start for him. Other names, Alex Puccio 12:25, Melissa Nive 12:30, Kevin Gucci 12:35. Those are some of the big names to go out in the semi-final. And if this crowd is going to be like this, John, for this semi-final, we might get to get the builders in again.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it's going to be like when Sean comes out. I mean, he absolutely crushed it yesterday. I watched the YouTube stream back last night to look at my own performance and see what I could have done. But just watching Sean was incredible. I mean, this roof is a tin shack, and I think with the hurricanes they've been having in America, we're going to have a similar effect over here.
Well, expect a incredible atmosphere here this evening. Now, one thing I will mention as well, just give you an idea, all the men's names will be at the top of your screen, and all the women's names will be at the bottom of your screen. And also the route setters here have been very kind to us in the production team, because they're going left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the men, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for the women. So you'll have an idea of where your favourite is. Anthony Hansen, good friend of yours. Talk me about him.
Yeah, Anton's a really nice guy. You know, he's been on the tour for a couple of seasons now, and this is his first semi-final. I know he's going to be psyched out of his mind. I didn't get to congratulate him yesterday, but yeah, he's a very technical climber, but with his size, he's also very powerful. So I think he's coming up with an interesting approach to this first boulder. He seems like he's struggling with the conditions a bit, but I know we'll be really looking forward to it and having a great time.
Yeah, Hansen, 29 years of age, first semi-final of his career. His best ever finish was 22nd in Le Drogamar 2 years ago, so well, regardless of what he does, this is going to be his greatest ever finish in an IFSC event, and regardless, he's going to be delighted.
Yeah, as I say, you know, somebody like Anton, just so happy for him to make it in, and I really hope that he can get across on this. Being a smaller guy, I think he really needs to get stuck into that groove and get the hips opening up to get over into that bonus hold. I think he needs to relax, have a think about it, and yeah, get the weight through his feet more.
A very good afternoon to all those watching on YouTube in Germany. I know it's been, they've taken the hard road to get there, but they are with us, and absolute delight to have you watching us live in Germany. And regardless of wherever you are on the road, it's absolute delight to have you here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. And John, you've been here for a few days as well, and it's a wonderful place, isn't it? And they've been so hospitable. But I'll come back to that. Sierra Black Coyle, she tops out, and a great start for both the American women.
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing it today. Nice sort of technical, slopey first problem to get them started off today. I think, again, coming out early onto these holds is going to really help, but obviously the stronger girls are coming out later. But yeah, it looks like a pretty standard straight-up problem. Tricky little finish off the top.
Grant Bateman has tweeted, "I have John Partridge in my ears, his dulcet tones are easing my hangover." Friend of yours?
Yeah, good friend of mine. So yeah, big shout out to Grant. I know Nick Brown and the Sheffield guys up north are watching as well. So I hope my dulcet tones are soothing them.
Well, it must have been a good night, Grant. It's 4 in the afternoon there in the UK at the moment. So obviously he partied last night.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty standard affair for Grant. I'm sure he's got a dominoes wrapped around his waist right now, and he's enjoying himself.
Glad you're with us, Grant. I'll have to joy to have you, and we'll try and ease your hangover as easy as we can. This looks like a tough opening start, this men's problem number 1.
Yeah, I think for the taller guys, it's really going to help. I saw the first guy, Miles, the Canadian guy, was able to get bridged and established a lot better. I think Anton's just missing a trick, getting up in that groove a little bit more. He's going for the jump approach outright, which I think is going to make catching that bonus a lot more difficult. But yeah, I think he just needs to maybe chill out a bit. He's going like, he's having quite a few attempts quite quickly, so maybe just step back and have a think about things. It's quite hard in these kind of situations. You get tunnel vision. You find a method that you think works, and you really hammer into that, and it's quite difficult to sometimes take the bigger picture and step back. Particularly, you'll see that with the later guys. Sean, they'll be able to stay cool and find the way a lot better.
We're just settling down here for this semi-final. Well, this crowd are wild, they really are. They were wild for the qualifiers yesterday, they'll be even more wild for the final tonight. If you're in the Hamilton area and you're watching this, I suggest you batten down your windows, because there's going to be a massive cacophony of noise coming your way that might shatter some glass.
I think There'll be a few insurance claims coming through in the local area for the windows being smashed out.
Such is the atmosphere that they're beginning to bring here in Canada. It's been wonderful here the last couple of days that we've been here. And now we're starting to settle down into this competition now, as a lot of the climbers are starting to ease their way into the semi-final. Aya Ono of Japan is beginning her climb, as is Stefan Scarpelli of Italy. Now, problem number 2, Miles is on right now. Talk us through that one, John.
Yeah, real powerful problem. I had a look at these grips. The top head wall crimps we climbed on yesterday on our 4th boulder. I felt those grips. My skin's still reeling from those grips. It's going to be hard work up there today.
Hard work indeed, but we would expect nothing less though from a semi-final. Is it one thing, John, you wouldn't expect anything less from a semi-final? They always make them difficult, don't they?
Yeah, you know, the semi-finals got to be the hardest round. Sorry, it's got to separate the 20 best guys here in the world. You know, so I expect it to be difficult, but I think again everybody here is capable of making it through to the next round. So it's just going to be really interesting to see who brings their game today.
Great start from Ono for Japan. And Megan Martin here on problem number 2. She can find a top here. She can really, spoke too soon, I said she could really set the marker down. Miles in the meantime, he looks good.
Yeah, if he can get onto this bonus, I think he can have a real go heading up onto the top wall. It looks like feet are particularly bad on this. It's hucking between some pretty reasonable holds until you get up on the head wall, and then you just got to bear down. I'm looking forward to seeing Rustam get on those crimps. It's a shame Dimitri couldn't be here after witnessing him crimp that mono in Innsbruck. I'm sure he would have destroyed those holds.
Absolutely. Your friend Grant Bateman has tweeted back, and you were absolutely right with regards to the pizza.
It's pretty standard for him on a Sunday afternoon / evening. So yeah, I'm sure there's a stuffed crust on the table.
Just for you, that Grant. Absolute joy to have you with us.
It looks like women's 2's a bit of a tricky number. Megan's getting out to the bonus really easy. I think obviously you want to be going up with your right hand to the next direct hold, so it looks like that's the tricky part. Miles going for the bonus now. Looks like a hard cut loose. Got to control the swing, keep the body tension tight, and try not to get a swing really, so you can keep your weight underneath. This hold Megan's on, I've never seen anything like it before. All the British team were talking about it. It's like it's the flattest jug hold I think we've ever seen. So yeah, I'd like to get a couple of those to train on back home.
Will all the British girls struggle with this then?
No, I don't think so. The quality of the girls, they've stepped their game. We've got Shauna Coxey leading from the front. Mina, you know, has had a fantastic season. She's made every semi-final this year, is firmly establishing herself in the top 10. I think she could do really well on these blocks. Again, typical with us Brits, we have to mention the conditions, but you know, from the climate we come from, I think it does play a big factor. I just hope that skin and they can get through, because I think these blocks will really suit them.
One thing I did mention yesterday when we're in the qualifiers, especially in the afternoon, of how difficult and how hot and humid it was. Right now, the conditions where we are below the wall, and it's a little bit cool right now, but it's not as warm as it was yesterday afternoon when you guys were climbing, when it was like climbing in a sauna, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think one of the reasons for doing this today here, commentating with you, is getting the seats down below with the breeze. It's fantastic. But yeah, the heat yesterday was unbelievable. We did a comp in Barcelona in 2011. That was hot. A different type of heat. It was really moist and humid in here. So lots of liquid chalk going on. The brushes, I can see them out there today. They're being a little more proactive with the brushing. I'm sure it helps having a couple of Canadians in there, but yeah, the conditions are going to be the hardest thing. A lot of slopes and a lot of small holds, as you would predict in a World Cup. And yeah, skin management, hold management is key to all the competitors. You can see them now. There's 15 seconds left. Lots of them have left the wall. In fact, all of them have left the wall now. They're playing a long game. Strategy comes into it in a situation like this.
Sean McCall was here yesterday, and I asked him the question about when he classed all 5 yesterday. How do you keep cool? You know, and he said it's not all about on the wall. It's about in between climbs, getting in from the fan, keeping your hands moist, keeping your hands cool. That was the key to the equation.
Well, if we exclude Sean from the equation, because he flashed all five, so he didn't even get a sweat up. You know, it was looking at that replay was just fantastic. But yeah, you know, you got to get back down, lower your pulse rate, try and stay as cool as you can. They've got some nice big fans downstairs in the holding isolation. But yeah, unfortunately, up there, 25 feet higher, right next to the roof, it is warm, and you can see straight away. The female Canadian girl, I forget her name here, Elise, yeah, you know, these holes are getting greasy already, and she's really got to keep cool.
Well, big fans down below, there's big fans up above as well. Big crowd here for these semi-finals here in Hamilton, and they're already getting in a raucous atmosphere, and I expect nothing less when we get to the final here at 5 p.m. local time. Top 6, of course, from the men, top 6 from the women go through to this evening's final. We can try and our utmost to cover as much of the wall as possible. You've got to bear in mind there's 8 climbers going on all at once, and our cameramen only just getting used to the routes in the last hour or so. So please bear with us, and we will try our utmost to keep you informed and entertained. And John, you just spotted something.
Yeah, Jonas, the German competitor, real veteran on the tour here. He's a lot taller. You can see here he's got bridged up straight away. He's confident on the feet, and he's going for the pop moves to secure the bonus. Easy. Straight up on this foothold, I can see Jonas getting a top here. If he can get up established onto those 2 crimps, he's got the thumb on. That hold is engaged now. It's not coming off unless his foot comes off.
A past World Cup champion here, so well, not here, but in America. He's won a World Cup before. He knows what it takes to win. Going out at what, number 4? Will he be a little bit thinking in the back of my mind, I can make a big impact on this competition?
Absolutely. I think all these guys in the top 20, I'll be thinking, you know, I've got a great shot at making the final today. It just takes one good shot on a problem like number 1 here. You know, you get a flash straight off the deck. You know, you could be in the final. We obviously haven't seen the later climbs. Anton's having a few issues with the block number 2 here, big power problem. But yeah, I mean, if we look at yesterday, I think it was 2 box made you into the semi-final. You know, we could be looking at a low amount of tops to get into the finals. I mean, it's just going to be interesting to see what happens.
You've seen the routes. Give me a score. What will 6th place in the men's and the women's? What do you think it will take?
I think you're going to need at least 2, probably 3. 3 in a quick amount of attempts.
And of course, throughout the next hour and a half, I will keep you updated of who's made it, who hasn't. And that noise you can hear is for Elise Sethner.
Yeah, she's got a minute to go now. She's secured the bonus zone. The first, here she goes. Fantastic hold. She's moving up now. She's got to keep her cool. She knows she's probably only got 1 more. Sorry, this is her last attempt really to get up. So let's hope she can grab this slope particularly bad. She's got it locked down. Keep her cool now. Slow move. Yeah, she's got it.
What a roar. What a roar. And it's only semi-final day. There's not that many in that stand. It's only about 400 or 500, but they make the noise of 5,000.
Yeah, they've packed it literally to the roofers here. You know, we're right up there. It's raised about 25 feet, so the sound is just reverberating off. And for us as competitors, it's just incredible. You know, it makes the whole event so much better. It's a real spectacle.
I was chatting yesterday to Anna Storr, Kilian Verschuber, Jan Hoyer. They all said the same thing. They're flabbergasted about the amount of noise these guys made on a qualifying day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible. The local climbing community here have really come out to support the event. There's a fantastic amount of volunteers helping. You know, from start to finish, we've just been treated like royalty. We've been taken, a couple of local climbers have taken us all around to Niagara Falls. They've just been fantastic.
Did you get a soaking on the Maid of the Mist? Did you go on the boat?
Absolutely, yeah. It was brilliant. I think my colleague and teammate Mina put it right. The cagoules they give you for the Maid of the Mist, absolutely worthless. Like, you're better off going in your swimming costume.
But I hope it was a hot day to keep you cool.
Yeah, you know, as Brits, we got a pretty good tan, and by tan I mean sunburn.
Megan Martin is the first climber out. She's now reached problem 3, as is Miles Adamson. Talk us through both of these.
Well, yeah, starting with Megan's problem. I looked at that earlier, and the start looks very interesting. The 2 footholds are very far to the right, so I think what she's got to do is pull on 2 feet and then come under to the big triangle volume. But it's a tricky little number. It's right off the deck. The same with Miles here. You can really see them struggling to pull on. Big volume, awkward footholds. Jamie Cassidy and the team. Yeah, Jamie's quite a small climber, so yeah, they've set some real tricky stuff.
And another Canadian's topped out. That's the roar you can hear. Also, Aya Ono of Japan also topped out as well. And you just spotted something that Stefan's doing.
Yeah, Stefan's going to really like this problem, I think. I saw him warming up yesterday, and he was looking really strong. He's fantastic on the crimps, nice light, long arms, really good genetics for it, I think. So it'd be interesting to see how he copes with this. Lucas Enemosa arriving on block 1, really dynamic climber. Again, veteran on the circuit. I think if he can get across that bonus, he's good at these kind of jumpy problems. I think he could be one for a top.
And Ono from Japan is the one laying the gauntlet down in this semi-final so far, flashing both of her first 2 problems. That is a start you only dream of.
Yeah, again, as I said, I think coming out early, less pressure, better holds, cooler temperatures, and the crowd are fresh as well. So yeah, she's really smashing it.
2 minutes and change to go for these climbers. 5th climber out was Lucas Enemosa and Stacey Weldon of Canada. Some big names coming out soon. Jan Hoyer of Germany will come out 11:40 in about 17 minutes from now. Then, after round about 11:45, some of the bigger names that you'll hear: Gelmanov, Verschuber, Verhoeven, McCall for the men, Oda, Storr, Coxey, Puccio, Neve, Noguchi. It is a cavalcade of talent, John.
Excellent vocabulary. Yeah, I mean, the field is really strong. It's just all, you know, the Europeans when they travel, they really are very consistent across every single competition. And then you've obviously got a lot of Japanese in the semi-finals today. Good couple of Canadian guys have made it in. It's just really strong. The field is so deep these days, and to make it into a semi-final is an achievement in itself.
Absolutely, and when you've got a crowd as vocal as this crowd here in Hamilton, regardless of where you come, it's just sometimes a joy to perform it in front of a crowd like this.
Absolutely. I mean, this opportunity, these guys are going to grab it, but make no mistakes. Every one of these competitors, they're not in it to participate. They're competing. They want to make it into the final, and that's the priority. Yeah, they're going to be trying their hardest to make that happen.
It's half a minute to go. I think it's the last rites on their attempts here on this climb for all of these guys. Miles struggling a little.
Yeah, very conditionsy problem. Those footholds are bad as well. So getting the weight through the legs and then being able to hold that volume. I thought this was the one, the meaty one when I looked at it. But Megan here going really well on block 3. Unfortunately, getting timed out. But I think she just figured out the sequence too late.
We are yet to see a top in the men's semi-final. The women's, we've seen quite a few so far, John, but the men's exam paper is tough.
Stern blocks, you know, I keep talking about the depth of the field, but you have to set it hard. You know, these are international competitions. These guys are the best in the world. You know, the problems need to be hard to separate them. I think the route set it remains to be seen whether they've got it wrong or not. But I think the strong guys are always the strong guys, and there'll be some tops for sure.
You just spotted there, Anthony Hansen. It looks like a problem that suits his game.
Yeah, I just saw straight away. He fitted into that little groove at the start straight away. You know, having a good first flash go is going to be key in this, and I think he's found the way straight away. You could see he had the right position. He was less bunched than the others, so yeah, let's hope he can secure the bonus.
Fascinating. It's been a fascinating weekend, all weekend here in Hamilton, and this crowd is I'm so absolutely amazed by them. It's absolutely brilliant, they really are. Daniel Taylor on Twitter, watching the Climbing World Cup makes me want to take my climbing further. I would love to be as good as these guys and girls. What does it need, John? Like, obviously practice makes perfect, as they say, but how hard do these guys train on a day-to-day basis?
Hard. I know Jakob, for example. I mean, he does both disciplines, lead and boulder, and he's doing 8-9 sessions a week. You know, Sierra Blair Coyle. I know she also, when she's training for competitions, she's doing sort of 2-3 sessions a day. Not every day, but obviously mixing it up. Climbing-specific training, power training, cardio. You know, these guys are athletes, and they train like athletes.
They absolutely do. Such is the dedication for all of these guys, and the will to win as well. Something I was chatting with Anna Storr about yesterday, was so many World Cup titles and so many world titles. The motivation that keeps it going is just the challenge of still trying to be the best.
Absolutely. I mean, her and Killian are incredible year in, year out. They're getting the results, their drive. And the thing I like about watching Anna and Killian is they're always so happy and pleased to be competing and to be in the environment. They just relish the opportunity, I think. And obviously it helps getting the results for sure. But yeah, you know, they're a real inspiration. Jonas here made it up onto the bonus zone. Let's see how he likes those crimps. He's going to get the thumb on. He's got to get up to the next crimp before he can get his foot up. I mean, there's some really small holds. We pulled on these yesterday, and let's see if he can make it. Hard move coming up.
By his fingertips, by his fingernails. This could be the first top of the men's competition.
He's got the wrong sequence. He went up with his right, so I think he needed to go up with his left, and I think he knew it as well. But yeah, fantastic effort. First guy to get the bonus on that problem, I think.
Still yet to see the first top in the men's competition. Baumann is the leader with just 2 bonuses to his name. And there's still 4 climbers who have been out there yet to even get a bonus.
Yeah, but Mauricio's up here. I can see him getting a top. He's secured the crimp. He just needs to flick into this second one. Yeah, he's got it. I can see a top here for sure. Come on, Mauricio.
Herta from Mexico. Can he lay the gauntlet down here? There's a top. That's what he needs. 1 hand. 2! Boom, bang, and bang. First top of the day. Mauricio Herta from Mexico.
Yeah, and Jeremy Cassidy wipes the sweat from his brow. We've got a top on block 1. Yeah, fantastic effort. Again, another really strong guy. Great without his feet on. And yeah, smashed it to the top there.
Herta with the lead in the men's semi-final with only 6 climbers out in the arena. One top in 8 attempts, one bonus in 8. That just tells you everything there, John. It's going to be tough for the men.
Yeah, let's hope he's not having 8 goes on every boulder, because by block 4 he's going to be toast.
Just going to, next climbers coming out now. Masatoshi Sugita of Japan, and first Brits coming out for the women, Leah Crane, somebody you know very well.
Yeah, really pleased for Leah. She was disappointed with how she climbed yesterday, and I think that's more important sometimes when you look at the results. It's not necessarily where you place; it's how you feel you climbed. And Leah, although she qualified, felt like she didn't climb too well. But yeah, she's super happy to be here in the final. And this technical slopey problem, let's hope it suits her well. Gritstone style, but in 30-degree heat.
Well, the temperature is rocketing up here in Hamilton. It's when we left the hotel this morning, it was a nice cooling breeze, and I thought these guys are going to get away with it here. You know, all this temperature, this heat wave has gone away. Then we've got here, and the sun's trying to burst through again, and that only means one thing: it's going to get hot in here.
Yeah, the tin roof on here really doesn't help the situation either. So it's only going to get hotter. But Leah, my teammate, going for the final hold here. If she can get a flash, she puts herself in a really good position. So let's see. She's got to grab this hold now. Yes, easy. Awesome effort.
Great start from Leah Crane of Great Britain. Flashes the first problem and sticks herself right in second place already. Let's keep an eye on Ian, John, on Ono of Japan here. She's the one who's gone out like a whippet from the gates at the moment. 2 top and 2 bonuses from 2. If you, back of your mind now, what are you thinking now? If you're Aya, just thinking, if I get one more here, I'm going to have a good chance of making this final.
I don't think she'll be thinking about the overall result yet. You just take each boulder as it comes. Your concentration and your primary focus is on how am I going to solve this problem. It's irrelevant of what climbs you've already done, because if you've done them, it means somebody else is going to do them. You've got to focus on getting more. And really, you can see her here. She's found the right sequence again already. I think going back to the conditions, the Japanese obviously got a lot in the semi-final here. I think with the climate, and here she goes, secured the bonus. She's climbing fantastically well, but I think, yeah, the climate and the fact that they're used to it will really help. I can see her getting the top here. She's got to get back down left to this next hold, and then head up for the jug.
Well, what a start this will be for the Japanese. Keep your eye on it on the bottom right of your screen. This will be a great start for her, going out number 3 in this semi-final, and she looks good, John.
Yeah, if she can get back down to this orange crimp, I think she's going. Yeah, she looked at the crimp out left and hesitated and thought she could go straight to the jug. So unfortunate there, but I think with 2 minutes left on the clock, she's figured out the right sequence. I think she's got a good shot for this. Stefan Scaperi thinking about things on men's 3 as well. He's a taller guy. I'm not sure how he's going to fit into that starting groove. Again, Lucas Enemo's is struggling to get the bonus on number 2. Japanese guy on black on men's 1. He's figured out the start. He's going to move up. He's moving up well to these crimps. Yeah, Mauricio had a really good sequence there, matching the bonus and then heading up right. I think that's going to be the method required. Although we might see the Mustang Jan Hoja jumping into those double crimps.
Well done there on women's 4 from Megan Martin. She finishes off well. And puts herself in 5th place overall. Likely not to be good enough.
No, I think she'll be disappointed with block 1 more than anything.
To beg your pardon, it's 2 tops from 6, 3 bonuses from 7, 6 into 2nd place.
Yeah, that sounds right. I thought she'd done block 1 as well, yeah.
So final minute for all of these guys. I was going to say, John, before you were bigging up Masatoshi Sugita there and singing, he's going to get the top and then he falls off the wall. Welcome to the Commentators Curse Club.
Yeah, well, there's no British men in the semi-finals, unfortunately. So yeah, I hope that everybody succeeds on it. I've got no favourites winning this one.
So there we go, half a minute to go. They're a raucous bunch, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they're really getting behind the home guys and girls, as you would. Every little helps. I mean, when we had the World Cup in Sheffield, I made the semi-finals there, and it really spurs you on. You know, it relaxes you, and the support is incredible here.
Miles Adamson was the one for the cheer there. He leaves the stage. He's not going to make the final, but he'll be delighted with his performance, getting to a semi-final here on home soil.
Oh yeah, you know, I think this might even be his first competition, so first World Cup. So if that's the case, to make the semi-finals, just incredible.
Only found one bonus from his 4 climbs, so no doubt that definitely won't be good enough for Miles. But thanks for coming, and I hope he enjoyed the experience. Climber 8 out, Thomas Callion of France for the men, Tiffany Melius of Australia. Fascinating story, this one, for Tiffany, because I interviewed her yesterday afterwards, and I told her she made the semi-finals, and I could see tears rolling down her cheeks. It meant so much to her, and her family's here as well. She flew over from Australia to watch. It's just little stories like that, John. They bring a smile to your face.
Absolutely, you know, I mean, to make the semi-finals. Here's Mauricio again. I can see him having a really good comp. He's fantastic without his feet, and he's good on the crimp. Let's see how he gets on with these guys. He knows he's got to get his foot up now. These holds are small, and the conditions are hot. Fantastic effort. He's just going to bounce up now with his left. Hits it upright to the bone. Unfortunate. You can see here, looking at his skin straight away, he knows he had a good opportunity there, but still plenty of time. That was his first go. 3:30 on the clock. I think he'll make it.
Back to Tiffany Melius, as I said, you know, a family coming over and making a semi-final here. It's, you know, it's stuff dreams are made of, aren't they? Yeah,
absolutely. You know, I mean, I think actually she wasn't aware that her family were going to be out here as well. So at registration, I think they had an Aussie, Aussie, Aussie cry out, and she didn't realise that was her parents come to support her all the way from Australia. So just a fantastic story, and she'll just have been really happy to make it through to the second day. Monica Retzi up high here, just missing out on the pinch there, but yeah, a dream story, and let's hope she has a good start.
Cinderella story indeed. And I know the climbers down under will be watching in their droves and will be cheering her on throughout this competition. John, you just noticed something about men's 3. If you're a tall guy, you're going to struggle.
Yeah, it seems like the tall guys are having a real problem with the start. It's very bunched with bad feet, and it's the worst possible combination. You've then got to move up to the crimp on the left-hand side of the volume, which I think is suckering a lot of guys in because it's a good crimp. Where actually, yeah, as Jonas is doing there, the higher up you can stay on that right hand, the better, really. As you saw with Anton earlier, he just got stuck into the groove straight away, drilled through the feet, and before he knew it was up on the slopers. But I think it's going to be a fantastic effort from whoever gets up here. The big hitters, Jan Hojes on this sloper, I think they're going to enjoy it. But Jonas is up now. He's already got bonuses on the comp, so if he can get a top here, he'll give himself a really good chance. Here he goes.
Commentator's curse again.
Sorry, Jonas. But he's found the way. He's found the way now. So that's also key to every climb. When you feel like you found a bit of beta, if you've got enough juice in the tank, you give yourself a good chance.
And our wonderful guys in production have just changed the cameras around, so it's easy to read now, left to right. And just to remind you as well, if you are on Twitter, you want to get a question for John, how are you tackling some of this route, for example? The hashtag is, of course, IFSCWC. That's the only way you can get in contact with us. You can't do it via the YouTube chat, unfortunately.
Tito's up on block 1. Looks like he's going to go top here. He's taken the left-right approach. Fantastic. 25 seconds left. So, again, he's put himself in the mix. Yep. Got another top there on women's one.
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
Absolutely, yeah, she'll be thrilled. Block one, get a top, relaxes you for the rest of the comp, and she'll just have fun with it now.
It's warming up lovely here in Hamilton.
So here comes my compatriot Leah Crane again. Let's see how she gets on block two. Monica Rechke having a really good attempt there, just falling off the pinch on the arete before the final hold. So yeah, interesting to see how Leah gets on. Very flexible, very strong. Yeah, let's hope she gets it. And of course, Jan Hoja, off the back of his win in Innsbruck, he's out now. Again, he's one who struggled at Niagara Falls with the tanning. In isolation, we all had a good laugh. He is burnt to a crisp.
He looks, I can see him on camera. He's very red, isn't he?
Yeah, he's burnt to a crisp. It's a fantastic colour, but he assures us it's going to turn into a nice tan.
I tell you what, if you go to a DIY store and bring Jan with you, you can have your wallpaper in that colour.
It's a bold look.
Now, Hoya was sitting with me yesterday, and he was a little bit pleased that he's going to go out roughly in the middle because he's not going to get the heat building up in the arena, and he thinks he might be able to do himself justice. One thing he did say to me, though, I was quite interested, that he thought he got lucky in Innsbruck. Would you agree?
No, I saw him in Innsbruck, and it was like watching Sean in the qualifiers here yesterday. He just absolutely came out, no fear, and smashed it. And he's up here on the crimp already. Let's see how he goes, if he adopts the left-right or the match and then right. Left-right, here we go.
The cheer you can hear is in the women's competition is the leading Canadian athlete, Kerry Briggs, who did a superb climb yesterday, and this crowd will go mental if she finds the top. And I'll add that one to my score sheet for commentators' curses. Apologies to you, Kerry. Oh no, from Japan. She's setting the marker down here, isn't she?
Absolutely, yeah. She's up on the bonus hold now, and I think she's got the top. She's going to press it out now. Fantastic effort, 3 tops, incredible.
That is the marker laid down in the women's competition for the one who went out number 3, Aya Ono from Japan. 3 tops from 4, 4 bonuses from 6. That's a good target.
Yeah, fantastic day at the office there. I mean, she'll be thrilled with that. Women's, I think it was women's 3 she struggled with at the top, and she almost did it as well, just falling off on the last hold. So I think in terms of score prediction, I think you're going to need 3 pretty quickly, probably 4 when the big hitters come out later on. The Alex Pucher, Coxey, Sturr. You know, I'd expect to see all of them topping these.
You reckon 3 in the women, in the men 2, 3?
In the women, I'd say 3 very, very quickly, probably 4, and in the men, it looks like 2 will be good, but maybe even 1 flash. But yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult to see. It's always hard at this point in the competition. You know, you've got incredibly strong guys coming out early, but likewise, you've got even more depth in the field coming out later. So it's too hard to say at this point.
A minute and 40 to go. This crowd really behind Kerry Briggs from Canada. Briggs, an unknown quantity, you could say. Did win a national championship though, so comes in good form.
Yeah. To be honest, Lucas Enemosa here, sorry, just getting up on the volumes. He loves this kind of thing, really good on compression, but again, Mike Hersey's off. That move to the bonus looks really hard. I think Jonas had a really good sequence there, throwing the toe around the arete, seemed to get his centre of gravity across. Yeah, interesting to see how that one goes. But going back to the Canadians, unfortunately, lots of them, it's only really Sean who's travelled on the circuit. Yeah, some fantastic efforts, but I don't really know much about the Canadians competing today, but they're really trying their hardest here.
Massive fist pump about 30 seconds ago from Jan Hoya when he came off the wall topping it. It was Phil Mickelson-esque in golf. Big fist pump. He was delighted with topping that first problem.
Oh, yeah, you would be. You know as a competitor what's going on within the competition. You can hear the crowd. You know when your competitors are coming back into isolation. So he knows that getting a top there has put him in a really good position.
Dying seconds here for these climbers. I think it's best to get off the wall and rest up. And now we're halfway. Bonder from France, Julian Verme from Germany. Julie, recent winner again in Innsbruck.
Yeah, I mean, just a German masterclass, really. They both climbed exceptionally well. I know she, again, really struggled with the heat yesterday. I was sitting next to her when she'd finished qualification, and she was absolutely roasting. Ice pack on the back of the neck to cool down. Very difficult conditions. I'm sure she'll be very happy to make the semi-finals again. You know, it's a clean slate, making it through again. A less good result in qualification here puts you out earlier, which maybe gives you the advantage. So I don't think any of these guys and girls will mind where they're qualified. Really, it's just making it through, and then again the clock resets, and you just want to see how you get on in the semi-finals.
So bottom left of the screen looks like we've got a snowstorm going on with a chalk, excess chalk going on. Oh, what a start from Verme, by the way.
Yeah, very confident, good on the feet there, and yeah, as predicted, straight through it.
Well, we were still reading yesterday on Baumann. Back to him first of all.
Yeah, Jonas climbing really well, making the awkward slot into the bonus. This pinch up left is bad. I looked at that earlier and I thought, that's hard. And last move, flick for the top. I think that's an incredible effort. Block 4 looks like the really hard one. He knows it's good.
Brilliant Baumann. And that final problem puts him topped right now, because he flashed that last problem. And 4 bonuses as well. Pretty decent effort from the German.
Absolutely, yeah. And flash, I mean, on block 1 I can see a lot of people, I mean, the guys who are doing it, they're doing it with a lot of attempts, and while that's good, getting to the top, obviously, the number of attempts is what really matters. You know, the flash is going to be key.
Baumann maybe throwing his hat in the ring for the final, we shall see. As I said, we're still reading from the Sean McCall exhibition yesterday here. Is it possible again?
Yeah, I mean, he's climbing so well. You know, he got his maiden World Cup boulder victory recently, and he's just full of confidence. You can just see it. I mean, anything can happen. You know, he had a fantastic tour yesterday, super relaxed, masterclass, if you will, yeah, let's hope he has it today. But Mauricio up here, I think he's on for 2. I think he's going to get 2 boulders. I don't want to curse him, but all he's got to do is grab this top, nice and slow. Yeah, awesome effort, fantastic. Match it to finish.
Well, the Mexican's throwing his hat in the ring to try and make a final. 11th in Vale is his greatest ever achievement. That was 12 months ago. Could he possibly make a first ever final? And John just told me there's never been a Mexican finalist in any World Cup.
No, not to my knowledge, but Mauricio there is yeah, giving himself a fantastic chance. I think he also got 4 bonuses as well, did he? 3 bonuses, so yeah, awesome effort. I think I can see Boulder 1 obviously has been done quite a bit. Jonas just doing Boulder 4, Mauricio doing 3. So, I mean, Mauricio will be sitting there knowing that Jonas has done 4, so he knows that it's possible now again. He'll have the confidence of having done 2. Let's see how he gets on.
Well, ole, ole, ole for Mexico at the moment. It's a fascinating semi-final, this, it really is. All the guys going on early, laying the gauntlet down. Baumann's finished with one flash and 4 bonuses. And now Herta, 2 tops in 11, 3 bonuses from 12. And if he does well on the last one, John, he can see himself in the final.
Yeah, all to play for still. We've got Jeremy Bond there as well, just about to top boulder one. I think this could be a flash for him. Oh no, Heartbreak Hotel off the top hole there. Yeah, he'll be gutted with that. He's furious with himself. He knows that would have put him in a great position. So hopefully he'll reset the clock, compose himself, and come out for number 2 fighting.
We were chatting yesterday, John, online. We're getting a little bit of a debate going about the qualifying format. And the ball number 1 goes out first, and it gets ranked, and then everybody else goes out last. Now, yesterday, because of the heat in here, the guys going out late didn't have the best of the conditions. Is it a case to be made of the draw in the qualifiers being random?
Yeah, there's certainly a case for it to be made, but those guys have earned their right to come out first. You know, these guys, it's called a world ranking for a reason, you know, and I think that's key. Obviously, I now have a very low world ranking, and it does make a difference. Coming out ahead of the lucky dip at the end, you know, it cuts the isolation time down, it cuts your fatigue down, the holds are in better condition, you're climbing with a better standard. You know the guys who are in and around you are of a higher caliber, so you know what you need to do in terms of performance. So yeah, there is certainly an argument for it to be randomised, but I think equally those guys have earned the rights, and you know, they should have it.
It's an interesting debate that we were having yesterday. Meanwhile, great start from Irvine of Austria. And you got your one eye there on Hoyer, and he looks like he's a man who means business.
Yeah, he's up on the crimps now, he's engaged the heel. Let's see if he can get the left up. He doesn't want to, he wants to go with the right. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do here, because I say you can't match it, but we might see Rustam match it, but those holds are small. Yeah, it looks like a really hard finish, and the final hold as well looks like quite a slopey pinch, I think, but obviously you're on a really big foothold, so I think if you can get the left hand up and secured, you should be in.
Plenty of action going on Twitter. Elaine Childs has tweeted, "I love Mauricio Herta, never been a Mexican finalist in a World Cup. Hope to see him in one. He's got a great chance there, Elaine." And if you want to get in touch with us, the hashtag is IFSCWC. Please do get in touch with me and John.
Yeah, again, Mauricio with the 2 tops, given his nationality, you know, you could say that he's used to the climate that we're competing in. That could be something that is in his favour, and or it could be the set of blocks. You know, I said at the start that he's fantastic without his feet on, and this set of blocks are really steep, lots of crimps, but yeah, he's a very well-rounded climber, and he's been doing the circuit for the last couple of years, so fairly experienced, and he'll be thrilled to make it through if he does.
We're going back to the Sean McCall debate. Can he top 04? Well, Matthias has tweeted in, "If Sean flashes these boulders too, I'm going to fight grizzly bears, because then we'll obviously live in the Matrix."
Well, yesterday it looked like Sean was reading the Matrix for sure. You know, it was like a training session for him. He just smashed them out.
Well, over halfway now. Sakura Hori out in Irvine. Kat, we've just seen flash. Talk me through Leah's problem at the moment.
Yeah, Leah Crane is up high on 3 now, if she can keep her cool. Feet just popped, but she's got the right sequence there, 1:38 on the clock. Plenty of time for another go, yeah, let's hope she can wrestle those volumes.
Half the climbers out, and this is where we stand right now of those who are finished. Aya Ono in the women's competition, 3 tops and 4 bonuses from 6. That is an excellent performance from the Japanese, and I think that'll be the target to beat in the women's competition. Just look at the men's. Right now, Mauricio Herta is top, and he still has 1 problem to go. Jonas Baumann of Germany is finished. 1 flash, 1 top from 1, 4 bonuses from 11. Possible outside chance of getting into the final. We've still got so many big names to go, though. Minute to go on this climb.
Come on, Stacy. Come on, Stacy. Come on, Stacy. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on, Jan. Jan Hoyer, ladies and gentlemen.
With a half a minute to go. Beer Crane's back up. Time an enemy though.
Yep, but yeah, she's unfortunate there. But I think secured the bonus quite quickly on that. So hopefully that'll stand her in good stead with the flash on block 1 as well.
So these climbers will depart the wall, and we bring on climber 12 into the arena. A veteran of this game now, Clement Beckin of Slovenia, and the 2012 world champion for women, Melanie Zandau of France. Is it Clement's a bit of a veteran of this game nowadays, isn't he?
Yeah, Clement's been on the tour for years, come all the way through, strong lead climber. I believe he also did the EYSs when he was a youth as well. And then Melanie Zandau, yeah, 2012 world champion, had a really bad finger injury, I believe, at the end of that season into the start of this one. So she's just coming back from that. But yeah, she's a real competitor, a real veteran as well. So let's see how these guys approach it.
The men's competition, by the way, we've got so many champions on show here. 8 of the 20 have won World Cup titles in the past, so it's such a quality field, John, in the semi-final. Yeah,
the depth is there, and you know, I think in previously we had all the semi-finalists had made a final before, and all the finalists had won a World Cup or a World Championship before. You know, these kind of statistics are just incredible.
Also, give us your predictions on hashtag IFSC WC. And Zandau, great start from her.
Yep, as predicted, pretty technical first climb. She read it well, and yeah, the conditions are still pretty good, and she's through. Julianne Worm on number 2 here. She's got a wrong-handed here. I think she needs to either match, yeah, a bit of a dirty match there, 2 fingers on each. She needs to get round onto this bonus hold. Fantastic effort, real tenacity. She can keep her cool now. She knows she can do it. Up onto the pinch. Hard, Monika Recci, a fellow German, struggled on this move, so Julianne much stronger, and yeah, securing the top. I think with 3 minutes, that could be a flash maybe.
I tell you what, she didn't look in good form yesterday, but she's brought it to this semi-final. And with that, I think it moves her into second place currently, and she's still got 2 problems left to go. In fact, it puts her in 3rd. As Monika Recci has found a bonus on the 3rd problem, and she's now on number 4.
Yeah, maybe it was strategic from the Germans trying to qualify low down the order, but I doubt it. But anyway, yeah, they've come out fighting, and Monika Recci here, right up at the top. I think if she can grab this crimp and then press it out to the top, that'll be another top, which will be 3 for her as well. So puts her up with Iono, but she's still got to secure the top here. Let's hope she can get it. Awkward move. Yeah, nice hold to finish. Fantastic tour from her. She'll be happy with the 3.
Indeed, she will be. Let's see where that puts her. I'm not sure how many attempts she took there. She could be tied with Ono of Japan. I'm just waiting for the scoreboard to change on our computer. It will do momentarily, and I'll tell you when it does. But in the meantime, I'll keep having a little look around here. And this first problem, in fact, Ricci is in the lead. 3 tops and 4 bonuses and 5 in first place, ahead of Ono. This first problem for the men, though, John, it has been a tricky affair for them, hasn't it?
Yeah, we had a similar problem on this this wall yesterday, and I think if you, similar to the Matrix, if you read it right, it feels like an absolute path, and if you don't, it feels like the living end. But Mauricio here finally figured out what he needs to do. Let's see if he can dead point to this slot for the bonus hold, and if he does, he could be all the way to the top.
There's a lot of, as I said, there's a lot of love for Mauricio on Twitter at the moment. Can there be a bit of history being made here in Hamilton, Ontario? Will there be a Mexican in the final? He's in the lead at the moment, and he's the only climber so far to top twice. Minute to go, so it's the last roll of the dice here for Herta.
Yeah, 55 seconds, and Tito up there mauling the volumes, but Clement's made it up. Final move, he's off, he's out of there. Just too much momentum pulling him off that final jug. It's one of those awkward finger jugs, so it's quite easy to get the lip of it, but the key is really getting down the back of it so that you're getting all the way into the knuckles, and you can hold the swing. But he's got 35 seconds here, he's a veteran, he knows he's got another good shot if he can get out to that bonus hold. Here he is.
John Partridge is my analyst next to me from Great Britain, and he's doing a fine job on his first ever try at commentary as well, so he's doing a fantastic effort, as are a lot of these climbers in this semi-final, giving 110%, and we wouldn't expect anything less.
No, I give my right arm to be out there with them. I had a really difficult tour yesterday. Blocks didn't suit me, conditions, you know, but it's the same for everybody. But unfortunately, yeah, it didn't go well for me, but I'd love to be out there with them. And we got Jakob Schubert and my compatriot Mina coming out. Mina loves the slopes and the crimps, very technical climber, but also very powerful. So I think she's got a good chance on these blocks. Jakob as well, obviously a veteran, multiple World Cup winner, world champion. I'm sure he'll figure this one out. And hopefully,
Ask him a veteran, he's 22.
Incredible, isn't it?
I tell you what, Jakob Schubert came up to me. I haven't seen him in over a year. And he comes in like I was his long-lost brother. It was hugs and kisses. How are you? Well, great to see you. He's so high energy. It's unbelievable. It's such a great kid. And he is underway in this semi-final. Mina as well. What does she need to do?
Mina needs to keep her focus. She knows she's good enough to top all of these blocks. She needs to work on her sequences. And yeah, I think it's just a matter of her figuring out the right method, as with all the other competitors. But she's had a fantastic season this year. She's made every semi-final, and I know she's really looking to make a final, and she's given herself a good chance here. She's straight out to the bonus. One more move, get this next bad slope, hit for the top, and yeah, get back into ISO and cool down.
Mina said, I was chatted 12 months ago, and she was worried about the psychology of the game and trying to make semi-finals. Her goal this year is to try and make a final, and then who knows from there. And with that start, you never know what could happen.
No, I mean, Mina's worked fantastically well this year. She had an excellent pre-season, spent a lot of time, as she says, she's on record for having spent a lot of time working on her mental aspect. You know, she's one of the best outdoor rock climbers in the world, and she's now starting to transfer it into competition climbing. She's had a fantastic season. I mean, I know she's really happy with how she's up to the game, but semi-final, for sure, finals, she just needs to break that barrier, and then I'm sure she can go on and win one of these things.
Indeed. She was one who got a soaking at Niagara Falls a couple of days ago. And it's a nice old climber here from Katerzervine, quietly going about her business.
Yeah, that's the Austrian style, just pure efficiency, get out, get it done, not too much messing around here, although Jakob is struggling with the first one on here. You can see him blowing on his fingers. It is warm out there, but he's got the jump method. Interesting. Now he's bearing down on that bonus. Left, right, or going for the match? Yeah, he's going for the match. I think that's probably the lower percentage, sorry, the higher percentage method, because you can keep all points of contact, and he's up. I mean, these holds to him are pretty good. If he can get down the back of the jump, yep. Oh, little slip, but he's in.
Nearly went, but it's a cautious start for Jakob Schubert. He's up, and he is away on the leaderboard. 4 attempts it took him, and it puts him in 4th place overall right now. Just gone midday here, local time, 4 minutes past 12 in fact, and the next climbers out will be Rustam Galmanov and Vera Zilistra of the Netherlands. Wonderful climb from Vera yesterday. You know, for a climber who's been out of form this season, it was superb from her.
Yeah, you know, what can happen sometimes is you just get a set of blocks that suit you, and you get a tour where, you know, everything's firing, you feel good, and yeah, it's as simple as that. I know, like today, Jan, he's got a set of blocks here that he's finding quite hard. This block 3 really causing him some problems, and ordinarily I would put him in the. I would think this would be a kind of problem he did quite well, the ability to sort of maul the problem and batter it into submission. But I think, yeah, blowing on the fingers, struggling with conditions. But looks like we might have another top here.
That was Kenny Briggs are all shouting for. This partisan crowd. As I said, 12:05 here local time, and we've still got 6 climbers to go afterwards. Some people asking where the names are. I'll tell you what time they're going to be out. 12:15 here local time, 10 minutes. But in the women's, Anna Stoll will be coming out. Shauna Coxey 12.20, Alex Puccio 12.25, Melissa Deneve 12.30, Akeo Noguchi 12.35. In the men, Galmanov will be out in 16 seconds. Gladio Monday 5 minutes after. Killian Fitzhubert at 12.20, Jörg Verhoeven 12.25. Sean McCall, expect the roof to come off when he comes out in half an hour's time at 12.35 local time.
Be interesting to see how Rustam gets on with this. Obviously one of the smaller competitors height-wise, but fantastic on the crimp. Huge experience. Be interesting to see if he can get the jump across or whether he'll try and bridge it.
It's hotting up lovely here in Hamilton. We got a lovely cooling breeze, John, down here, haven't we? And but it's like a furnace atmosphere up above.
Yeah, it's lovely down here. We've got the breeze coming through. I know all the competitors wish it was at ground level, but you know, you've got the offset, you've got the atmosphere up high, or the cool conditions down low. I think I'd probably take the atmosphere.
I bet you would. I bet you would indeed. Is it a difficult problem for Rustam to open with?
Yeah, I mean, I think slabs are always tricky. As I say, you know, if you find the right way with all these problems, they feel easy, but when you don't, they can feel like the living end. And slabs are always annoying because by their definition as a slab, you feel like you should be able to find the way. It's just a body position thing. But with Rustam, with his height, he might struggle to get across.
The 2012 world champion we're looking at there from France, Melanie Sando, making a good fist of problem too.
Yeah, she's coming back strong. I think she made the semi-final in Innsbruck, and she's back here today. We've got Clement on men's 2 as well. He just needs to flick through. He's dragging the hold. I think the crimp might be better, but we got Julianne Worm.
Yes, Julianne Worm is one who's quietly going about her business here, flashing the first 2 problems, going a little bit under the radar with all the hoopla going on with all the Canadian climbers, and Julianne is a bit of a dark horse in this race.
I wouldn't go as far as dark horse with winning Innsbruck last week, but yeah, she's certainly going about her business. She's just fallen off the top of that climb, 2:30 on the clock, so plenty of time. She knows the sequence, and yeah, she'll take a quick breather, get some chalk back on, and go for it. But you can see her there shaking out, so the obviously power endurance is starting to come into play here on block 3. The route setters have been very strategic about which blocks they've given them first. They've sent them left to right, so you've got 2 very steep boulders right in the middle for each group, which is powering them out. So when they get on the right-hand side on the less steep walls where the holds become smaller or more slopey with worse footholds, obviously they're more fatigued, and yeah, that's a real difficult thing to deal with.
2 minutes to go. 14th climbers have entered the arena. Galmanov of Russia struggling a little bit. He's struggled a little bit a lot of this season, hasn't he? He's like a 4th, a 6th, an 8th, a 10th, and then an 11th, I think, his results this season. What's been going wrong with him?
I don't think anything's been going wrong. I mean, we called him the Gelminator when the season he won, and there's Julianne, just off the top again. But yeah, what it comes down to, you reach the very top level here, and yeah, you know, sometimes these things don't go wrong.
And just one thing I will mention, there is a massive thunderstorm going outside right now. You may be able to hear like a weird noise in the arena. That is the rain hitting this tin roof. But I think this crowd will drown that out anyway.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see from outside the steam coming off the top of this roof with the rain. It's pretty warm in here, but that rain will hopefully cool things down.
It could be a big help, actually. It could be a massive help, especially with this final coming on at 5 p.m. local time, and it is really, really bucketing it down. Can you just imagine if this was outside?
It simply wouldn't be happening. But here we've got Jeremy Bonder on men's 3. Just needs to take it up to the top here. He's already had a top, so just short. Cursed him, but
Julianne Worm pumps, massive fist bump, bangs the wall there. She is delighted, and I think she knows now she could possibly be making yet another final.
Yeah, absolutely. And Vera Zylstra at the top there on women's one. I think my prediction on 3, maybe with the field that's coming out, it could potentially be a 4 block required to get into the final. Just with regards to the rain, the isolation zone is in a different building to here, and they're being transferred by golf cart to here, so we may have some difficulties with transferring the new athletes in, but we'll wait and see.
Yes, that's a great point actually, John. We can't show it, our cameras can't really show this at the moment, but when I say this rain, imagine a power shower in your bathroom on full. That is what it's coming down like right now.
Yeah, Graham Alderson, the IFSC delegates, is flapping around now. I think we might have a pause coming up because it's impossible to walk from the building to here and stay dry. We're using this buggy to get to and from where we're sitting on the back, and it's not covered, so we may have a pause, but we'll keep you posted.
It literally is, as I said, imagine a power shower in your bathroom. It's coming down like that right now. We've got Graham from the IFSC, he's running up and down. We're just double checking here. There could possibly be a delay.
Having said that, I just saw Graham's hire car making its way down to isolation, so I think we might be using a car as opposed to a buggy. But yeah, focusing on the climbing now, we've got Mina Leslie Wojastik still out. She's gripping onto this volume, and Japanese on women's one going for the top, securing it. Yeah, elementary for these girls coming out now.
Great start from Momoka Oda from Japan. On Hoya. Look at Hoya. Jakob's up as well. Tops galore. Tops galore right now.
Yeah, he knows that's a big one. Big fist pump at the top there. I'm not sure if he did block 1 yet. Yep, he did block 1, so he's put himself right in the mix. In fact, he's put him straight into first, ahead of Mauricio with 2 and 11. So I think with the field thinning out now, he's given himself a really good opportunity, and I think probably finals.
Now, if you go onto Twitter, to give you an idea of the rain, there's one of our colleagues who's been helping us out, a guy called Curtis Hasty. He's used the hashtag IFSCWC, and he's taken a picture of the rain outside. If you don't believe my word for it, you'll see it on this picture. It is biblical. It really is. Luckily, I think it's just gone away. But right now, that was what the rain was like, and no doubt. Kata Zervine in the meantime, another one quietly going about her business and really laying the gauntlet down. But this rain was relentless for about 90 seconds a moment ago. I think it's blown over now, and I doubt we'll get any more delays.
So, yeah, Mina here struggling on women's 2. Difficult to get over onto this orange hole. Julianne Worm matched the small crimp, but I think Mina's got to do a big rollover here. She's seen the right method, but it's an awkward position. Let's hope she's not too pumped on this volume. Yeah, she's up. Now, if she can clamp the feet, get round onto that bonus hold, all she's got to do then is about another 3 moves and keep her cool to the top, but she's off.
Right, I'm going to give you an update where we stand right now. This is the top 6 in the women's competition. Monica Ricci has finished. She is the leader. 3 tops and 4 bonuses from 5. Aya Ono finished. 3 tops and 4 bonuses from 6 in second place. Then we have 2 women on the wall still to go. Kata Zervine, 3 tops and 4, 3 bonuses from 4. And Julianne Verne, 3 tops and 6, 3 bonuses from 4. Megan Martin has already finished. She's in 5th place right now. 2 tops from 6, 3 bonuses from 7. And Melanie Zando from France in 6th place currently. 1 top from 1, 2 bonuses from 2, and she's still out on the wall. That's the top 6 in the women's race. In the men's competition, Jakob Schubert, 2 tops and 5, 2 bonuses from 5. He's still out on the wall. Mauricio Hurt has finished. 2 tops from 11, 3 bonuses from 12 in 2nd place. Jonas Baumann, he too has finished. 1 top from 1, 4 bonuses from 11. Then we've got Jan Hoyer, currently reads 1 top from 1, 3 bonuses from 4. I think that may have just changed, we'll wait and see. Tom Callion, 1 top from 3, 2 bonuses from 2. And in 6th place right now is Jeremy Bond there. No tops, but 2 bonuses from 3.
So Mina pretty much last burn now, trying to get up onto this volume again, just falling short. We got Sakuru Hori on 3 here, very strong climber. Let's see how he gets on with this compression. He's found the toe hook, good. Needs to get round onto the other rep. There it is. Get up onto the bonus hold. Secured. Okay, and now 2 more moves and he could be in. He's looking very good here. Yeah, well held. Well held.
Ori, has he got time though? He's only got 13 seconds. He got plenty of it.
Yeah, fantastic effort, right on the buzzer. He'll be very happy with that. Put himself in the mix again. 1 more problem to go.
I think I might have put him, in fact, into 6th place. It has to. 1 top and 3, 1 bonus from 1. We're just looking up here, just in case the roof's leaking, but it looks like we're all right. 5 climbers to come out. Climber 16, Jonas Kruder, Slovenia, and only a multiple World Cup champion and a double world champion to come out in the women's race.
Yep, she's a legend on the circuit, and Jone Kruder, obviously another veteran Slovenian competitor, fantastic boulderer inside and out. Let's see how he gets on with the slab. And we got Rustam on men's 2 now as well. Probably the best crimping athlete on the circuit. If he can match that bonus hold, get up on those crimps, it's going to be a masterclass.
Plenty of you getting in touch on Twitter. Tobias nearly need chalk just to type something. Getting sweaty hands whilst watching. Mike's tweeted in, coffee and live stream. Perfect post-wedding hangover morning. Well, congratulations, Mike, if you just got married. So many people get in touch. And Anna Storr, what a start.
Yeah, to be expected. Nice block 1 to get her out there. She'll be settled. She's confident. She knows her abilities. It's just a matter of keeping cool and figuring them out. Rustam surprisingly struggling on men's 2. I would have thought this would suit him really well. It is a big huck up onto that bonus hold on the lip, yeah, I'm pretty surprised he's not secured that yet. Might be a body position with the swing that he's not quite figured out. Melanie Sando here, just slipping off at the top as well. Still 3 minutes on the clock, so she'll be confident to get up there again. Then we've got Clement Betchen on men's 3. Having a look at those slopes and looks a little perplexed, but and then we got Jeremy Bonda flapping as well. So a lot of frustration out here. You know, these blocks are difficult, but they're all doable as we've seen.
2 minutes 50 on the clock. We'll have an idea very shortly of who's going to be finishing where. We'll give you some permutations probably in the next half an hour or so of who needs what and what needs what. Vera, wow.
Yeah, she's really on form at this comp. Rustam campusing away. That's what I was expecting to see. Him keeping absolutely his body absolutely still while he's crimping. And yeah, here we go. I think this will be pretty elementary for him. He's up on the crimps. Let's see how he does. He's not liking the body position. He's dragging his left toe. I think he needs to open his hips. He's out of there.
One thing that we didn't mention was at the corner of my eye, I did spot it though. Julianne Verne topped all 4 in this competition, and she is the leader. 4 tops from 7, 4 bonuses from 5. That sets the marker.
Yeah, as you say, she's really gone under the radar on this competition, just gone about her business, and yeah, fantastic effort, 4 and 7. I'd be very surprised if she didn't qualify with that.
Now, if my E is correct, but are they playing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in the arena? God, do you want to sing along?
I'll spare the viewers from that.
In West Philadelphia,
I was absolutely right, yes. It wasn't the request I asked for, though. I was hoping for hot chocolate. It started with a kiss.
Some very industrious brushing going on women's number 2.
That's one question I was going to ask you, actually, about the music in the arena. Is it a help or is it a hindrance?
It was pretty intense yesterday for me. It was extremely loud, and as I say, it's an unusual qualifier, just the amount of noise with the crowd, but the music was also supplementing that, and yeah, the music was great. A much different vibe from the Euro pop that we're used to on the tour, but yeah, here we go, Rustam. Can he crimp?
Coming up, he needs this. I think he needs this. Listen to the roar.
I I've just seen Rustam smile as well. This is something I don't think I've ever seen. So he's obviously pretty happy with himself. The Gelmanator back on form.
Indeed, but he's got 2 problems to go. He currently lies in 7th place. 1 top from 4, 2 bonuses from 7 is his scoreline as we stand.
Coming up, we got Killian, the shooter.
Yeah, I think Rustam will be disappointed with that slab, particularly looking at the scores now with Jakob having done 2. He's coming out onto 3 now, so it's looking like with the men's you're probably going to need at least 2 or 3, and I think Rustam will be disappointed with the slab, knowing that that's probably one that he should have done.
20 past 12 here, local time. 4 climbers to come out in both the men's and the women's competition, and who joins the party in the men's race but a 19-time World Cup champion.
Yeah, just, you know, an absolute climbing idol. I mean, he's still competing at the highest level. Just incredible, really. A true inspiration for the rest of us.
Came over to chat to me yesterday, said, hello, how are you? By the way, do you know you're in my movie? And I said, really? And I said, yes, you're in my movie, The Network. And I said, fantastic, when do I get my royalty pay? That was my next question.
So nonchalant with your Hollywood status.
I haven't seen the Man of the Year, I think he owes me money.
Yeah, I'm actually featuring in that movie again, watching another semi-final in Munich in the crowd. So a place I'm familiar with. But Jakob here, straight up, going for the bonus now. Yeah, if he tops this, that'll be 3 and 5, I think, for him. Yeah, he's all over this today. Let's see if he gets the top. Yeah.
Beautifully done. Jakob Schubert. Massive fist pump on the Austrian, he's delighted. Shona also come out in the arena, what a start.
Yeah, straight up, and likewise Momoko Oda making short work of women's 2 there. These girls know from the crowd's reaction what they've got to do. They know that it's going to be probably a 4-block show. Mina up high on women's 3 as well. She's adopting the undercut approach. Let's see if she can press it up. She's going for it. Come on, Mina, smash it.
Again, whilst we were talking, Kata Zervine is another one who's topped up the 4th problem, and she is now the leader. 4 tops from 5, 4 bonuses from 5. That is a superb performance.
Having said that, Julian, I think she's safe on 4 and 7. We could be looking at another Sean McCall instance where you might need 4 very, very quickly.
Wow. High quality field, high quality drama. You wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, I think also from the competitors' point of view, what people want to see, and the crowd, people want to see tops, and whilst they're challenging the competitors, we're still getting falls, we're getting a nice spread of results. It's great to see that the top guys are still making the 4 boulders, and people get to see them done.
We'll have a rough idea shortly of where we stand. Roughly, I reckon, at around about 20 minutes' time, I'll be able to give you permutations of who needs what, especially with the latter climbers. For Schubert struggling.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of frustration setting in there. He's not quite figured out whether it's a back step or a jump across. I think he's caught in 2 minds as to what he wants to do. A lot of puzzlement there. But you know, a man of his caliber, he'll figure out, and I'm sure he'll be up in a second.
Come on, Killian.
Under 2 minutes to go for all of these climbers. He's away now.
Yeah, although still a little hesitation getting across that bonus hold. Here we go. Yeah. Thumbs engaged on the thumb sprag there. He'll step up onto that bad foothold, and yeah, the soundtrack now is jump around, and the crowd certainly are.
Well, there soon will be in around 11 minutes from now when Sean McCall enters the arena. I do advise, if you're watching us on a laptop, that you might want to turn it down just a tad when he comes out, because the noise in here will be deafening.
So a minute left now for Killian to get up this slab. I think with the way the results are going, Jakob smashing out 3, he really needs this, and he's struggling with it at the moment. A lot of frustration. You can see him there. You don't often see Killian getting this frustrated. He's normally very cool, calm, collected. That's normally because he's topping them out very quickly. But yeah, let's hopefully he can pull it together and get a top here.
He doesn't know this, but for a lot of his supporters, only 7 men so far in the semi-final have done at least 1 top. So if he does top 2 of the last 3, it may be enough, or even just flashes 1, it could be enough to get him into the final.
Yeah, and you know, Killian and Anna, they've done that throughout the years. You know, they squeeze in. That's what they do. They're professionals. And here we go now. He's up onto the shoulders. Last move. That's what he does. That's what makes a world champion. The ability to smash it out in the last 10 seconds to go.
Kept his composure well, did for Schubert. Right then, 3 climbs to go to enter this arena in this semi-final. Climber 18, and the men, Jorg Verhoeven of the Netherlands, and from the USA, Alex Puccio. 2 high-quality climbers, John.
Yeah, Puccio, a really good friend of mine, a boyfriend Chris Webb-Parsons over in Trinidad. I'm sure he's watching online as well, so I know this used to be Chris's seat, so I'm just keeping it warm for you, mate. We miss you. Get back over.
Yes, if you're watching, Chris, a very good afternoon to you. An absolute joy if you are watching, and I know a lot of the guys here do miss you.
Here we go.
Although I know a lot of the volunteers are glad that you're not here because there could have been some chalk bags flying in their faces, so I'm sure they're glad.
Expect a text from him any moment now, John.
And we've got Rustam up here. Yeah, Rustam's on fire. Had a lot of trouble on the slab, but seems to be, awesome crimping power there. Matching. Oh, yeah, and a smile again. So, yeah, Rustam's obviously in a good mood.
Rustam Gelmanov, like the Cheshire Cat right now. Smile from ear to ear. He moves into 2nd place.
Anna Sturp, yeah, she's up as well. I mean, just making it look completely elementary. Just another day at the office, little training session, ready for the finals.
2nd top there from Sean, from Anna Sturp, I should say. Alex Puccio did top her first on her first go as well. And who are we looking at here, John?
Here we got Yerne, just falling off on the crimps there. A lot of big, long look at his skin there. I'm sure it's pretty thin after yesterday. We had a lot of crimps, a lot of slopes yesterday, so it would have eaten into the skin. But you know, it's the same for everybody, and these are the things you've got to manage.
3 minutes to go. 2 more climbs to come out in both the men's and women's semi-final.
So Jorg just getting called off there, incorrect start, so he's also struggling with the slab. I mean, coming out late now, these grips are going to be in a bad condition. Even just the start holds on this block, I don't know if you can see from the screen now, but they're starting on sort of a very slopey plate on the left-hand side, which is just caked in chalk and grease. But the brushes you can see down in the background doing a good job.
It'll make for interesting reading, especially when Sugimoto, Leneve, McCall, Noguchi come out in the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, we got Vera up here, climbing fantastically well here. She's just got to secure this last hole. Oh, incredible. Yeah, so she's top 3, put herself in a really good position. I think we're pretty sure now it's going to be a 4-block requirement to get into the final, but she's really in this.
She is, absolutely. I think that puts her right now into 5th place overall.
Yeah, and Jorg up there crimping hard, just needs to secure the jug. Nice and slow. Yeah, awesome.
It's good start for Verhoeven, good start for the Netherlands here. And we've got one eye here on Crude, I believe.
Yeah, Yerne still struggling to get this 2nd crimp. All the other guys who've done this block have put their foot up onto the bonus first, so I think he's just missing a trick there. He's pulling up too hard on his left hand. Just needs to relax, stay straight, and let the hips get up.
I can give you a little bit of a permutation here. Melanie Zando, in fact, currently stands in 9th place, 1 top from 1, 4 bonuses from 4. I think she needs to top this, and then going to rely on a lot of good luck and a lot of misfortune for her to make the final.
Yeah, and we got Clement up here on men's 4, just falling off the slot there. Jamie Cassidy obviously using the slot to good effect there. I think we've had a really good selection of boulders, even in qualification, although it was frustrating fare for lots of people. You know, we had a good spread, we had dynos, crimps, grooves, slabs, so a lot to test everybody, so a pretty fair representation of the skills required.
In fact, I've just been confirmed that Melanie can't get it in anyway, so she's playing for pride right now in the last 20 seconds of this climb. Climber 19 about to enter the arena is Melissa Leneve of France, and in the men's competition, Rei Sugimoto of Japan.
So yeah, we've got a couple of seconds left, and we've got Ray coming out. Ray's missed a few competitions this season over in Europe, but he's again a seasoned finalist, and the Japanese guys, particularly very bouncy climbers, so I'm sure he'll hop across onto this volume and get the first boulder out of the way. So this will be Jakob.
Jakob going on the final problem here. In the bottom right of your screen, he currently leads 3 tops from 6, 3 bonuses from 6. And as soon as Rustan Gawanov finishes, which will be the next climber on the 4th problem, I'll be able to give you the permutations of where we stand with regards to the men's competition and again for the women's as well. Mina, 1 top from 1. I don't think it's going to be her day.
No, real shame again. I know she's really trying to get her first final under her belt, but yeah, playing for the highest place outside the final, I think now.
Well, Mina's best ever performance is 9th place in Innsbruck a couple of weeks ago. Jakob Schubert is up, and he's away, and is he going to make another top? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. What a performance in this semi-final from Jakob Schubert.
Yeah, absolutely done the business there. He knows it, he's happy. High fives all round, looking for his coach. Am I all right? Yeah, you're all right, Jakob, you're done 4.
Job done for Schubert. He's done all 4. The only climber to do so.
Yeah, excellent. And we've got Coxley up here, making short work of this arete. Let's hope she can secure this hold. Yeah, Melissa as well. You know, these guys, obviously, another level. You'd expect them to be topping, and Shauna just finishing up.
British climbing fans can smile. Shauna Coxley still in the race.
Yep, she'll be fully aware of what she's got to do. She's, although very young, she's been in pretty much every final since she's been a senior. So she knows what she's got to do. She'll focus on the climbs ahead rather than what everyone else is doing.
For Schubert, you look in the top right of your screen. Just quickly, John. He looks like he's struggling a little this afternoon.
Yeah, he is, but Mina here going for the top. Yeah, so she's got 2 boulders, so she'll hopefully put herself with a good chance of making another top 10. And Gigi, fantastic on men's 3. Again, he'll be in the mix, I'm sure. But Killian, yeah, really struggling to figure this out. Obviously, he's top block 1, so he's got a bit of a cushion, I'd imagine. But yeah, really needs to be topping this to put himself in the mix. But Jakob laying down the marker for everyone else.
Mina currently finished in 9th place, 2 tops from 3, 3 bonuses from 4. Good effort from the Brit. For Schubert, it looks like he's away.
Yep, let's see how he likes the crimps. He's up now. Yeah, 2nd crimp, feet up onto the bonus hold, and then hard move going up with the left. That hold is bad. You can see him there slipping. He knows he's got to hold it. Not enjoying it. Yeah, and he's off.
For Schubert, at the moment, is in 10th place. It's in his 2nd problem, so... Now, you just spotted something there, John, on the top left of your screen. What do you think happened?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I saw Jan having to redo block 1, so I'm not sure what's happened there.
It has to, because the scoreboard's changed and he's gone into 3rd place.
Yeah, the only thing I can think is maybe there was a technical incident or an appeal, but I believe appeals have to be made at the end of the round, so yeah, genuinely not sure what's happened.
Well, Rei Sugimoto is coming out now. Very odd. We'll have to get some. We'll have to get some confirmation from Graham and the IFSC team to see why that happened. So if you're Sean McCall fans, you're going to have to wait, I reckon, another couple of minutes because Rei Sugimoto is still to come out here. So it must have been a technical issue. We'll try and find out the reason for it momentarily.
Yeah, it must have been a technical. You can see Graham Alderson, top left-hand corner, running across the mats there. So I presume they've made some kind of gap for him in the running order. But yeah, Rei and Akio coming out now.
Yeah. Well, so Rei comes out at 19. Akio Noguchi goes out at 20. Gelmanov, second place right now. 2 tops and 5, 3 bonuses from 8. We've got to find out a reason why Jan Hoy has replayed that, because we only saw that at the corner of our eye and we thought we were seeing Rei Sugimoto. We were too busy concentrating on Kilian Verschuber to see what was going on, but we'll try and find out a reason for that. Yeah, so, well, a technical incident, or maybe so Sean McCall can have the stage to himself in front of his home fans. We shall see, we shall see.
Well, the stage is certainly set for him anyway.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes from now. If you've got your speakers on right now and next to your PC or your laptop, I suggest you turn them down a little because this crowd will raise the roof.
Yeah, Rustam here going for the final hold for that 3. Yeah, I'd be pretty confident Rustam with 3. I think he'll be fine. Kilian obviously failing on block 2. We've only got Rei Sugimoto and Sean McCall to come. So I think with 3 boulders, we can safely say Rustam's in. I
concur. I do concur with that assessment. And I'll very shortly be able to give you permutations as well. Where we stand the top 6 of the men, Jakob Schubert leads. 4 tops from 7, 4 bonuses from 7. Rustam Gelmanov in second place. 3 tops from 6, 4 bonuses from 9. Now Jan Hoy came back on the mat to do problem 1 again. 2 tops from 9, 3 bonuses from 4 in third place. Herta of Mexico's in 4th. We've Adanestor tops, Vera tops as well. We got tops galore. Alex Puccio also tops. I will come back to them in a minute. Bauman is in 5th place and Gigi Monde is in 6th.
Yeah, so looks like it's going to be a flash comp for the girls, which I know when we talk about Alex Puccio, I know she sometimes gets very frustrated when it's a flash comp environment. She's obviously one of the stronger competitors physically. She likes the power problems, she likes the difficulty, so I hope it doesn't come down to a flash comp and a one slip costs her, but yeah, I know it's always difficult in that kind of environment because just the little slips, the little loss of concentration can cost you.
I'm going to give you some permutations now in the women's competition because Vera has just finished. Momoka Oda is the 6th to last to go out. She currently is in 7th place. For her to guarantee qualification, she needs to flash the last problem. Otherwise, she is ruining to luck maybe because there's still 5 who could pass her at the moment. It's permutations here or there. I will give you proper clarification shortly, but that's what I think will stand in the women's race.
Yeah, I mean, all the girls coming out, so Alex, Shauna, Anna, they've all flashed the boulders. So I think Akio also flashed boulder 1. So, you know, if you look at the numbers there, it's going to be very close. I'm not sure Vera with 4 and 14. I mean, I'd be very surprised if the other girls don't beat that.
Yeah, so the person in 6th place right now, should Momoka Oda do solve problem number 4, she will knock out Aya Ono of Japan, who did a superb climb in the early part of this semi-final, which we thought at the time, John, would have been good enough.
So I've just been sent a text by a friend just giving me some information about Jan, and apparently he didn't match block 1 in control the first time round, so he had to do it again.
Jan, he's actually right next to me. Jan, come on and sit down. Tell me what's happened.
Well, I think I did the first one. I couldn't really stick to the top hole, but nevertheless, they gave me the top. So I went back into isolation, and after my 3rd problem, whoa.
Listen to the roar of the crowd here. That's only for Jorg Verhoeven. Sean McCall's coming out in a minute. Quickly, Jan, tell me what happened.
So yeah, I had to do the last boulder again because of an appeal. they told me that they don't give me the top, so I had another 2 minutes for the first boulder, and yeah, I was lucky enough to do it again, but I don't know, won't be enough for finals. But, yeah.
Well, we don't know yet because you could be sitting 4th place.
Okay, but yeah, many strong climbers to come.
We shall say thanks for joining us, Jan. Right, 30 seconds to go, and then wait for the noise. The MC's just announced his name, and he's in the arena in 13 seconds' time. This partisan crowd are right behind McCall, and this should be fascinating. Wait for the roar. He comes out to a hero's welcome here in Hamilton.
Yeah, ice cool though, concentrating on the job. I don't even think he waved to the crowd, which is unusual for him. He knows it's game time, he's got to concentrate, get this first boulder out of the way.
Wow. So then, permutations galore right now. Momoka Oda, if she gets... She needs to top this in her first go to guarantee herself qualification to the final. Otherwise, if she doesn't, she'll have to rely on good fortune from the others. If she doesn't, of course, it will guarantee Kata Zervine will make the final. In the men's competition. And Oda, by the way, looks like she's up and she looks good for this.
Yeah, she's in. I think, what was that, 4 flashes or four very quickly. And Killian also up. One more move to the top. He looks pretty good for another top here.
Yeah, Momoka Oda does the business. Did it 4 tops and 4 bonuses from 4. With 5 climbers to go, she's in first place. She's in the final, guaranteed.
Fantastic. And Shauna Coxey here as well. Cool as a cucumber. Looking at that final hold, setting herself up. Yeah, steady as you like.
All eyes on Sean McCall here. They're cheering every move.
Yeah, and he went with his left hand over, which is nobody else has done it that way. That's a particularly difficult method. And now he's swapped, unlike all the others which have been swapping into the left hand. But this is a man on a mission. He looks in incredible form, great shape, but just off.
Well, even the greatest have to make mistakes.
Yeah, and I think to say he'll be relieved is obviously wrong because he'll want to top everything first try. But at least he's had that fall now. He can settle down and get on with the business of getting the tops. He'll know what everybody else is doing. He can hear the tops, so he knows it's a mixed bag. But I mean, we've got Jakob with 4 tops, Rustam with 3, Killian with 2. Killian still with 1 block to go as well, so he looks like he could be in for the final as well. Yeah,
Gigi Monde is, even though he's just shot the last boulder, I'm just going to see where that puts it on the scoreline. I think it will put him into the top 5, 3rd in fact. Bad news for Mexico. Mauricio Huerta will not make the final. He's now in 7th place. 5 climbers still yet to come in. Jakob Schubert is guaranteed a place in the final.
Yeah, he'll be back home resting up in the next few minutes. Sean's back on, taking the palm approach. Good flexibility there. Over onto the foothold, jimmy it on, and then a little spring for the crimp. Yep, he's up. And it's nice to see full screen Sean McCall. Here we go.
Sean McCall in all his glory, the only climber currently on the wall. They're cheering every move for this partisan crowd, for the native. McCall for the first top. I don't need to tell you how well he did.
No, he knows. Quick look up at the screen there. Couple of minutes to go. He'll be straight back down. He looks, obviously concentration levels are high, but he knows what he's got to do. Tackle each boulder as it comes and see how he fares.
Currently puts him in 9th place after only one problem. Jonas Baumann of Germany is another one who is not in the top 6 right now. The man on the bubble is Jan Hoyer of Germany. He's in 6th place, and there is still 5 climbers still to come in. Jonas Kruder will be the next man to finish. I'm looking at the scoreboard here, and I can't see him making the top 6. So, Rustam Gelmanov fans, he is going to definitely be in the final.
So yeah, Killian and Jorg still with boulders to do. Likewise, Ray Tsukamoto, he's got. I think he's coming out onto number 2 shortly, so he's got plenty to go. Obviously, Sean McCall. So yeah, I think Jan, precarious position in 6th there. I think he'll probably get pushed out.
Right, the women's competition a little bit complicated at the moment. I might need the abacus to help me out here, but Anna Storr is currently in 6th place, and she still has her last boulder to go. I'm just trying to think what she needs to do here. She needs to get at least 2nd place, so if she flashes it, she's going to guarantee herself a place in the final. Or if she does it in 2 attempts, she can guarantee herself in the final. She'll go above Kata Zervine with 4 climbers still to come in.
Yep, so we're thinning out now. I think nobody left on boulder 1. We've had all the competitors out, so we're just down to the last 3 boulders. Ray Sugimoto starting off here, confident. Will he figure out the body position to grab this bonus in control? Nope, just swung off, but yeah, Anna with a flash puts her dead into 1st place, and I can see that happening. This sort of problem is her style. Then we've got Alex Puccio on 3. She'll be enjoying her time in the roof. Very strong, athletic climber, although looks like she's trying to figure out how to start the boulder. We've got Akio on 2, wrestling that volume. Plenty of endurance though. Yeah, nice and steady. I can see a top quite easily for her.
So many quality climbers still out in the field in the women's competition. You could be right, John. It could be you could top all 4 and not make the competition. Storr does it, in fact. Exactly what she needed. And I think that puts her, guarantees herself in the final. Jorg Verhoeven, by the way, on a roll.
Yeah, top here will pretty much definitely put Jorg into the final. I think he's flashed it as well, so that's 3 and 9 maybe for him, so that puts him in 3rd. With 1 boulder still to go.
I'll give you his permutation when he comes back on the wall shortly. You're absolutely right, John. 3 and 9. That's what Jorg Verhoeven into 3rd place.
Yeah, so finally we just got Jerne on men's 4. Difficult compression boulder there. Bad feet again, but Jerne's big, strong guy. He likes the slopes. See if he can figure out this move and get up into the slot. Yeah, Jerne up onto the bonus, up onto the slopes, and 1 more move for the top. Yeah, easily done. So that puts Jerne with the top. He'll be disappointed.
Yeah, absolutely right, John. Jerne does top the last, but it's a consolation one at that. He won't make the top 7. In fact, he finishes in 12th place currently. Ray Sugimoto is the man you can see, and he's the only climber left out on the arena floor, and he needs to find some magic here because he's struggling right now. He's in 13th place, and he's made a few attempts at this 2nd problem.
Yeah, it's the temperature is actually quite manageable now, I think, for those guys up there. It has cooled down since we've had the rain. I think Ray's figured out the methodology here, which is to sort of cut loose before the big move to the bonus. If he can just match the crimp to give himself a bit of stability before campusing up. But yeah, he's got a bit of a pump going on there, which is concerning with it only being boulder 2. But I'm sure he's got plenty in the tank, and let's see how he gets on in this next go.
1:15 left on the clock here for the Japanese. It needs to find a bit of magic here, does the Japanese. He's struggling at the moment. down in 13th place. If he wants to make that top 6, he needs to find a top from somewhere.
Yeah, so looking at the scoreboard now, we've still got Killian with boulder 4 to climb, so I wouldn't, obviously if he tops it, I'd say it's safe. Gigi, I'm not sure, I think maybe he's got one more to go, but yeah, Ray really needs to up the business here. Unlucky.
Massive roar from the crowd, they're cheering on every climber here. Very knowledgeable crowd here in Hamilton. And Sugimoto will have to find a rabbit out of a hat here if he's going to make the final. 4 climbers still to come in. Oh, problem number 2, have a guess.
Yeah, we've got Sean McCall, Melissa Lenev, Killian and Shauna Coxey. Again, if she tops this on her first go, she'll be equal first with 4 and 4. So, as I say, looks like a flash comp for the girls pretty much. We've got Anna obviously finished, Shauna, Alex still on 3 for 3. So, yeah, those girls looking good for the finals.
Yeah, for Shauna Coxey fans, if she does this in less than 2 goes, she will guarantee her place in the final. She'll go above Kata Zervine, who's currently in 3rd place, and there's still 3 climbers left out on the wall. And for the men's competition, I'm just seeing who we have. It's Killian Verschuber. He needs to get above Jörg Verhoeven, so he needs to do this in, I reckon, less than 2 goes for him to guarantee himself in the final.
Yeah, Killian, more than capable of flashing it. Nish needs to figure out, yeah, are you going to go left or shoulder it? I think that's quite a difficult decision, particularly on the first try. Be interested to see which method he goes for. Sean McCall also struggling with the move to the bonus. I'm sure he'll figure out the position and do the campus, but yeah, at the moment having a good think about things. So here goes Killian. He's got to jump into this other big slope and out. Easy. And then up to the slot. Hopefully we'll get a flash.
It'll be good enough to send him into the final. Shauna Coxey in the meantime. Job done.
Yep. Come on, the Coxey. Yep, 4 and 4. She'll be very happy with that. Right at the top, going into finals.
And as does Verschuber. So we're getting towards the business end now. We get an idea of who's going to be in this final this evening. Shauna Coxey, currently in 1st place. Due to the comeback of the qualification, she's ahead of Anna Storr. And Killian Verschuber, yes, does get ahead of Jörg Verhoeven. He's in 3rd place right now.
Yep, Killian pretty much safe now, although Sean surprisingly struggling on this. Yeah, obviously the most powerful route, but he's fresh. He's only had, I mean, he flashed all the qualifiers yesterday, so he'll be nice and fresh. Maybe just not figuring out the body position on the move to the bonus. Melissa Lenev finding the toe hook and getting stuck into these volumes. She obviously needs the top now to give herself the best chance with all the other girls having flashed everything.
Well, in fact, she needs a top anyway. If she doesn't top, she's out.
Yep, pressure's on.
Such as the top 6 right now have topped each problem. So if you don't top in the rest of the women's competition, you're out. Simple as that.
Yeah, and the girls out there, they'll know it as well, which obviously adds to the pressure. Melissa here, just about making it. She needs to be confident now, keep her cool and smash it to the top.
Walk the tightrope climbing, this is.
Yeah, and I can see potentially an appeal potentially being made if it comes back to count back. I know that she spent a lot of time being called off by the judge there for dabbing the mat, and she hung on even when the judge called her off. So if it comes to count back on the number of attempts, maybe we'll see an appeal from the French, but I'm not too sure.
We shall see, because I think you could be right, this could be a flash competition in Venice. And Julianne Byrne, we said earlier, we thought she'd be pretty safe for 4 tops and 8. She could be in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Alex Puccio on 3 with 3 with 1 boulder to go, so that'll put her straight down into 6, and Akio, of course, 2 and 2. It could be... you could be very unlucky with the 4 and 8, but you know, still plenty of boulders to go, and the thing is, everybody makes mistakes, so let's see what happens.
In the meantime, Sean McCall, 9th place currently. 3 climbers to go. Jörg Verhoeven, I think regardless I'm just doing my maths here, regardless of what he does in his next climb, he's going to be in the final anyway. There's only 2 climbs to go behind him, and he's already in 4th place. McCall, 30 seconds to find a top here. Can he do it, John?
Certainly can do it, but he's just not found the right methodology on here, and you can see in his face there, a little wave to the crowd, but he knows he really needed that top. You can just see the crowd there as well, packed to the rafters.
McCall needs a top on his last 2 goes, I feel, to get into the final. Yeah, very much academic from Verhoeven here. He's in the final anyway, regardless of what he does here. Sugimoto's struggling. He needs to find a top from somewhere to have any sort of chance, and he needs to get one rather sharpish as well. Noguchi, we haven't spoken about Akeo that much, and she's been quietly going about her business, flashing the first 2.
Yeah, I think obviously with the quality of the girls that are out at the moment now, it almost seems like a formality that these girls need to flash them, which is obviously difficult to manage for them. Ray straight up onto the slopes here. He needs a top, and he needs it quickly.
Yeah, if he gets one quickly, he will have half a chance to make the final. And that will put a bit of pressure on Sean McCall. You just spotted something there, John.
Yeah, he didn't choose to take the left-hander rep, which the majority of the other people have used with the heel. And Alex Puccio here, my good friend, if she tops this now, it's a flash for her, and straight into the final in probably 1st place, because she qualified ahead of Shauna and Anna.
Yeah, job done for the American. Alex Puccio, looking forward to Colorado next week. She's in the final. And unfortunately for Vera Zilistra fans, she did a cracking semi-final, must be said. 4 tops and 14. She topped all 4, doesn't make the final.
Yeah, fantastic endurance, 4 and 14. I mean, that's a lot of attempts on these boulders. But yeah, very unlucky there into 7th. And we've still got Akio here pulling through. She looks very steady, very cool. You know, she's a route climber as well, with fantastic pedigree in that. And she just needs to keep her cool and pop for the top.
It's ruthless climbing at the moment for the women. They don't top, they're out. So, Jorg is up. It's academic for Jorg. He's in the final anyway, regardless of what he does. But if he finds a top here, he'll go out late in the final.
Yeah, and he'll want that as well. In these kind of conditions, you don't know what's going to happen in the final. If it comes down to countback, you want to be as high as you possibly can.
Puts him in 2nd place overall. 4 tops from 11, 4 bonuses from 11. Sugimoto needs a top, and he needs one sharpish.
Yeah, he was very close on the last go, just missing that left-hander ret. So hopefully he'll find that for the heel this go and take it all the way to the top there. Yeah, there it is. Much more controlled on that final move. Put the heel in, and there's the top.
Bit of drama late in the day for Sugimoto. That top, just waiting for the scoreboard to change. I think that puts him in 7th. Because I think he did take a few goes on that one. In fact, it does put him in 7th. 2 tops from 10, 2 bonuses from 7. Jan Hoyer, who's standing, 12 inches behind me right now, he's got his eye pierced on this scoreboard because he's currently in 6th place, and there's still Sean McCall on the wall as well.
Yeah, so Sean really struggling on block 2, but still with another 2 to go. He's obviously in with a fantastic chance here. Home crowd behind him, but currently in 10th place. Needs another top very quickly, and yeah, I think he obviously needs to keep cool, keep calm, and focus on the fact that he knows he can do them.
It's all or nothing in the women's competition. It's fascinating, actually, all or nothing, because there's still 2 climbers to go in there. And you look at someone like Kata Zervine, who went out 4 tops from 5, 4 bonuses from 5. She might not even make it either, because there's still 2 climbers left out on the wall in Melissa Neve and Akeo Noguchi.
Yeah, I mean, Akio's 3 from 3, but obviously Melissa has had a fall, and again, I go back to that thing. If potentially, if she feels like the judge was incorrect in the fact that she dabbed the mat, maybe the French will appeal. But we don't know at this point. But certainly, Caterina in a very precarious situation, shockingly with 4 and 5. I mean, it's sad that it can come down to something like that, but that's the nature of the beast.
I'm looking at the scoreboard here. Leneve needs to flash this in one go, otherwise she's out.
Yep, that's the situation. You can see her there on our screens, keeping cool. She knows what she has to do, and I'm sure she'll be confident in her approach to this.
That's it. The reason I say that, she can take a couple of attempts, but she'll lie in 6th place, and Akio Noguchi is still to come, and she has a perfect record so far.
Yeah, exactly. She's got the advantage on here, and she knows going into the final boulder that what the others have done. And we've got Sean McCall coming back on the 3. He really needs the top, and let's hope he gets it.
Yeah, Melissa, to guarantee a place in the final, needs to find a top straight away. Do you think McCall is nervous?
Yeah, I think whenever you compete, there's an element of nerves, but I know Sean's concentration levels will be very high right now, and he'll just be focusing on the priority, which is getting to the top of this boulder. The nerves are kind of a byproduct of that. He'll be aware of what's going on around him. Obviously, being last, even more nerves with the fact that there's 100% focus on him, and then it's compounded by the fact that it's his home country. So, yeah, certainly there's pressure, but I know he'll be concentrating hard.
Again, doing the maths here for Sean McCall, even though he's on the 3rd problem. If he flashes this, he's in the final.
Yep, here we go. He's in the right position. Little foot slip there, but looking very steady on these. He's got, and that's Melissa. Melissa falling off the final boulder, so she's out. We can safely say now.
Well, I safely say we still don't see what Noguchi does, but it could be a long way to go for Leneve. He can't find the hold. He can't find it. Oh, he's playing with the crowd, surely.
Yeah, he found the hold, but he went a little above the line, so let's see what happens.
Oh, yes, the judges have spotted it. He's gone above the line. Oh, he says no. It's good. It's good. That'll be interesting to see back.
He was adamant on there, and that's when it pays to be on the comms committee for the athletes. He knows all the rules inside out.
McCall's in the final. Now Leneve, taking one go here. I think she could be disappearing here. It's heartbreaking, really. Like, you've got to have a perfect game here to go through.
Yeah, as I was saying before, I know a lot of the girls get and the guys get irritated when it's a flash comp environment because not necessarily the strongest person wins, and that can be frustrating for them. But that's part of competition climbing. Some events it's a flash competition, sometimes it's you got to get a bonus to make it through. It really just depends. But Melissa here milking the crowd. She knows she's in it for fun now, I guess, and she'll just enjoy herself.
Leneve. I think it might be too little too late. I think she's had 3 goes already. She needs to do this. I think she's out now. It's I think mathematically impossible, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can see her still getting frustrated. I think she knows the sequence, and she just can't quite execute it. Maybe her skin's got just past the point of no return, but yeah, she always wants to top, but she'll know where she is.
Great cheer from the crowd. I don't think it will be good enough to get past Julianne Vermin's 6th place. I shall wait and see. Great effort though from Leneve. I think I was a fourth go. I'll just see when it goes onto the scoreboard. I'm predicting 7th. As soon as it comes onto our computer, indeed it is. 7th place for Melissa. It's not good enough. Akio Noguchi still to come, and Julianne Vermin's in trouble. We've got a replay. Sean McCall, talk us through this.
So yeah, Sean at the top of the boulder here can't quite find the hold, using the toe hook method instead of the heel hook. Goes outside of the boundary line, but of course because there's no hold there, it's not a it's not a violation of the rules, and eventually finds the hold, crimps it. He pulls up, has a look around to see what it is, but because it's a flat wall, it's fine, and he managed to persuade the judge, and obviously the chief judge is there to concur that decision.
There you go, that's confirmation of it. McCall's in the final. He's still got one problem to go, but he's currently in 5th place, and he is the last climber. The big pardon, Rei Sugimoto is the next climber to come out, and yet he needs to top this wall to get into the final. McCall is already in the top 6 in 5th place, so if Sugimoto did go ahead of him, McCall has that cushion of being, regardless of what he does, he'll still qualify in 6th.
Yeah, so pressure for Ray now. He knows he needs to top, and this could suit his style. Wide, bouncy, but difficult move to nail the slot.
Now, Noguchi. This is for the last place of the women's competition. She has got 1, 2, 5 goes at this if she needs it.
I can't see her needing more than one go, to be honest. She knows that all the other girls have flashed it, and she'll want to be right up there with them. Count back again. She'll want to come out last in the final. Yep, so take her time, figure it out, but, you know, pretty elementary problem for her.
And should she take 6 goes, it'll be Julianne Verme who will make it, so she's the one on the trap door at the moment. Kata Zervine fans, you can breathe a sigh of relief, because she is definitely going to be in the final, should Noguchi even flash this. Sugimoto, he's got a chance of making the final.
Yeah, so Ray got to grab this hold for the final now. Here we go. Lays it up. Oh, just right.
Oh, so near yet so far.
On the flash go though, so still got plenty of time, and I think we can safely say that he'll do that, which will put him, yeah, which will knock Gigi out.
Yes, Gigi Monday is the man in danger at the moment. Sugimoto needs the top, and he knocks out Gigi.
Yep, absolutely. So there's Akio for the top, and I believe a flash as well.
Game over for Julianne Verme, and a bad day for Germany. None of their athletes will be in the final.
Yeah, absolutely gutting. I mean, to do 4 boulders out of 4 and not qualify is just horrible. I've had the same situation in qualifications, doing 5 boulders and not qualifying. It's a horrible feeling to know you climb well and it to come down to essentially just a couple of slips. But that's competition climbing.
The top 9 women all topped all 4 boulders. Now Sugimoto, last chance saloon for him, because at the moment he needs a top. Finds a top, he's in the final. If he doesn't, he's out.
Yeah, he had a good flash burn, but just slipping off on the first move of the boulder again. So he really needs to get back up into that slot and give himself a good chance.
How good's he looking, John?
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got plenty in the tank. Needs to iron up. Here we go.
This for the final. He's in. Oh, he's delighted as well.
Yeah, I'd have probably matched it first myself, but he obviously was confident with that handhold. But yeah, fantastic. He's straight into the final.
1 Japanese woman will contest the final. 2 Japanese women, I do beg your pardon, will contest the women's final, and 1 Japanese man in Rei Sugimoto. Sean McCall is currently in 6th place. He's the last climber to go on this wall. Regardless of what happens, he's in the final anyway, and Canada will be delighted.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic to have a Canadian in the final, whether it be men's or females, always good. And I know Sean will want to top this boulder, put himself into 3rd. Obviously, constantly have the next round in mind with count back it, and yeah, he wants to get into the best possible situation.
1:18 before Sean McCall puts the coup de grace on these semi-finals. Capacity crowd are going to be rammed in here like a tin of sardines later on for the final. 5 p.m. local time, 4 hours from now, we'll be getting underway for the IFSC Bouldering World Cup here in Hamilton. That's how the women's finished. Akio Noguchi, she topped. Shauna Coxey, Alex Puccio, joint second place. They go on count back from what they did in the qualifiers. Ala Anna Stored as well in 4th place. Momoka Oda 5th, Kata Zervine 6th, they make the final, and then look at the last 3 at the bottom, top all 4, you don't make it.
Yeah, it's just heartbreaking when you climb like that, and someone like Vera as well, you know, 4 in 14 was it there? That's a huge effort to get that number of attempts and to not make it in.
Well, Monica Ricci and Aya Ono, we thought them two did a fantastic job, but look where they finished, 10-11. Mina Leslie Wojcicki, decent effort from her. Leah Crane will be disappointed with her 15th.
Yeah, she will be. But I think to make it into the semi-finals, she felt, as I say, like she didn't climb well yesterday, so she'll be happy to have made it in, but again, disappointed that not to have done more than 1 boulder.
Here's the coup de grace. Now then, Sean McCall. Can you finish this semi-final in a flourish? If he flashes this, or does it in less than 3 goes, he'll enter the final in 3rd place. But in all fairness, with regard to this event though, John, it's great to have a Canadian in the final for it.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, you know, the crowd are getting behind everybody here, but in the final situation, with Sean being in there, it'll be even more electric. But they've been great. The support for everybody, every single competitor, even from qualification down to 36th place, they've been here and they've been screaming their socks off.
1:10 here, local time. Time for Sean McCall to entertain this crowd with it. He's in the final anyway. He probably doesn't know that. So no doubt he'll try his utmost to find the top here for what in his mind we'll be thinking it guarantees him place in the final.
Yep, so Sean taking the press method, slightly higher percentage rather than jumping out to the big hold, but just fluffing there into the slot. Not too sure. He's obviously livid with himself. I don't think he realises, obviously, that he's in the final yet. He's heard a lot of people topping out around him, so he may feel like he's not top, that he's not qualified. But obviously, we know different, and let's hope he can keep it together and push up higher in the ranking.
If he doesn't top this, he'll go out first in the final this evening. 5 p.m. local time, 11 p.m. Central European time. I do hope you can come and join me and John Partridge for that one later on this evening.
Let's go. Come on, Sean. Sean McCall. Come on, Sean. Let's get this roof on. Let's get loud. Come on, Sean.
So, interesting approach from Sean. He knows that less goes on this is better, so he's really saving himself up for one good go. Had a little slip here. Let's see if he can latch this move this time. Oh, painful. These kind of things are almost heartbreak hotel. A slot move like that. Jamie Cassidy, the chief route setter, obviously an English guy. We get to train on some of his boulders back in the UK, and I can say I've seen that slot before several times.
McCall's in the final, he doesn't know it yet, and he's doing a bit of DIY to make sure he thinks he gets there.
Yeah, so just running down the clock here, I think where he is, he knows he wants to keep his power levels high, so potentially he's thinking 4 goes maximum and make them count, really. I think he knows he's capable of flashing every single one, but I don't know if you can hear this crowd on the microphone. It's absolutely intense here.
Deafening sound in this final. The crowd don't know it either. One or two of them might have it on their phones that they know that Sean McCall's already in the final, but he doesn't. 90 seconds to go. McCall is still eyeing up the wall. He's taking a breath, taking a breather. In the back of his mind, he thinks, I need to get this to get through. Penny for your thoughts, eh, John?
Absolutely. I wonder what's going through his mind now. I'm sure he's very frustrated. You can see him flapping his shirt. He's the last man out there. The conditions will be the worst. Although it has cooled down slightly since the rain. You know, there's been 19 other guys going through these boulders, multiple attempts on each boulders. So here we go. Beef underground. I don't think he really doesn't know that he's qualified. I'm sure he'd be a lot more animated if he did.
If he doesn't flash this, or doesn't top it, I should say, he'll go first tonight. The weather's going to warm up here. He'll have fresh holds. It could not be an advantage.
Yeah, I think. Here we go. He's up. He's determined. He's just got to get into this slot and he'll do it. Yeah.
Here we go. Listen to the roar. He's got 20 seconds to go. He thinks he needs it for the final. Wonderful. They're on their feet here in Hamilton. A cacophony of noise descending down here on Sean McCall.
Yeah, he's asking, is it enough? Is it enough? Have I qualified? Yeah, you're good. Yeah, now he's happy. He knows it. Awesome effort, yeah. And he's going to milk that crowd. He goes straight into 4th place with 3 and 7, and he's psyched out of his brain.
He's like an extra in 300 at the minute, isn't he? He's like a warrior out there, and the crowd adore him. He will qualify in 4th place and will go out number 3 in tonight's final. John Partridge, your thoughts overall on these semi-finals?
Well, when we first saw the first guys coming out, although, you know, it's the lowest ranked guys, we thought that it was going to potentially be a very low scoring round. And looking at the results now, with the girls it was 4 flashes required, and with the guys you needed at least 3 boulders. So yep, Root Setters did a great job. They got a clear split across the whole group. Some people not topping, a lot of people doing 1, some people doing 2, and then the very, very top guys, they're doing 4 boulders. I mean, it's worth mentioning there, Jakob Schubert, 4 and 7. That was a man on a mission today. He looked in incredible form.
Jon Verhoeven, Rustam Gawanov, Sean McCall, Kilian Fitzhuber and Rei Sugimoto will contest the final. Hard lines for Gigi Monde, Jan Hoyer and Mauricio Herta, Mexico. By the way, Mauricio, great error from the Mexican, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. He came out very early, put in a great turn. I think top 10, that's going to be his best finish to date. So, yeah, he'll be disappointed not to make the final naturally with 2 boulders there, but he'll also be happy with a good statistic for his record.
Suzuki Hawley, the last one to win in Canada 2 years ago. He doesn't make it a double. Some other names there. Lucas Enemos, so that's a surprise at the bottom there. Doesn't even find a top or a bonus.
Yeah, I think Lucas, Anton, and I forget who else. Unfortunately, didn't get a bonus, but yeah, I mean, fantastic environment to go out. Stefan Sakaperi, which is a shock there. I would have thought. With the season he's been having, he's been climbing very well. The wall's very steep, and he's normally good in that territory. But still, to make it through to semi-finals, fantastic achievement. And I think, as I've said before throughout today, the results are kind of irrelevant. It's how you feel you climb. So they will be disappointed, and likewise Jakob will be very happy.
So there you go. I'll run you through the names again. Schubert, Verhoeven, Gawanov, McCall, Fitzhuber, Sugimoto will contest the men's final. Noguchi, Coxey, Puccio, Storr, Oda, Zervine. It's a who's who in the women. They will contest the women's final at 5 p.m. local time, 11 p.m. Central European time. I do hope you can join us then. On behalf of John Partridge, I'm Johnny Bryan, and I wish you good afternoon from Hamilton.